I got some important information for y'all. There's no better place to win cash while watching sports than PrizePicks. Football season is here and basketball season is here, so there's absolutely no better time to join. It's super easy to use. To create a lineup, all you got to do, select a few player stats, pick more or less. That's literally it. PrizePicks is available in more than 40 states, including California, Texas, my home state, and Georgia. But my favorite thing, PrizePicks is going to give you $50 in lineups when you make your first $5 lineup. What's that mean? Win or lose, you get $50 in lineups for free. Just download the app and use promo code SpeakEasy today. $5 gets you $50 in lineups. PrizePicks. It's good to be right.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into the Speakeasy, sophisticated sports talk with the best in the game. It's college football day. I'm so excited we get to talk about my favorite sport in the entire world. Look, we just witnessed an amazing game. Let's go ahead and bring in the rest of the guys here. I'm the large human being behind the bar, nicknamed Care Bear, Kieran Hickey Simple, and I'm joined here today with a former college football All-American. This is where we talk about fun stuff in Acho's career. One of the best players on the Texas Longhorns defense, who was ranked #1 in 2008 and 2009 on that defensive side of the ball. Emmanuel Acho in the building.
Yo, college football championship. Hey, y'all could be watching any show, and there are a lot of shows on social right now, but this one has an Indiana Hoosier alum in it, live and living color. Appreciate y'all hanging in the Speakeasy, sending a link to your friends. It's lit. Care Bear, where we at?
Also joining us here in the Speakeasy is one of the most underrated college football players of all time. Shady McCoy, the Pitt football legend.
Yo,
look, we know Pitt has a lot of legends.
Why I'm underrated?
You didn't get no love in college.
You didn't get no love in college.
I was All-American.
You was called in college, but you didn't get no love in college.
All-American though.
You didn't get the respect you deserve
in college. Yeah,
you didn't get the respect you deserve.
That's true.
I mean, All-American's All-American.
Look, also, this gentleman needs no introduction,
None at
but we're
all.
going to give it to him today.
None at all.
From Evansville, Indiana.
Yep.
Went to Bloomington to attend the university. I'm sorry, Indiana University.
Come on, man.
And right now, his alma mater are national champions for the first time in history. Social Trey in the building. How you feeling, Social Trey?
Listen, man, it was a tough drive in. You know, as you can see, I'm keeping it real low key.
Okay, Easy E.
Yeah, I'm a national champion now, so you know what I mean? I'm famous out here. So I got the shades on, I got the hat on. I can't, you know what I mean? I can't really disclose my identity. Yeah, you know what I mean? So I'm keeping it cool, you know what I mean?
This is some acting shit, man. You was acting crazy over here on the game.
You
were like, I'm just.
I do have the video.
He was, yeah.
The
video was crazy. He acted so Joe Cool right now,
bro.
You're right. 10 minutes ago, he was stressed.
We got to close him.
Like it's nothing
I had to give him some moral support. I had to say, look, it's Carson Beck, brother. He's gonna throw an interception.
Hey, Rome, I just sent you the video, Rome. Rome, whenever you're ready.
Come on, yo.
Because it's too cool for school. Indiana,
the too cool for school is crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta celebrate your team.
Indiana.
He's not used to this.
Yeah, he gets you a drink at least.
Listen, I'll take a drink. I'll take a drink.
The Indiana Hoosiers are one of the most losing programs in all of college football.
Absolutely.
Y'all, with this national title champion.
Give my dog a drink, bro.
The drink right there. What's that say? Him of the cup and that.
Let me get. No, we got some secret sauce. I put some secret sauce behind the bar.
You want the real? You want the real?
Yeah, let me get that secret sauce behind the bar. You know, I'm.
Okay, drink.
Yeah, I'm.
Don't worry, I got you.
Please do, Shady. Come on, Shady. Please,
what you say, Taylor?
Never mind.
Okay, get him a real drink, bro.
I got you.
I mean, listen, 715 losses for the program all time. None of that matters today.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Rome, are we ready,
he
sir?
acting like he been here before. That's
man,
crazy.
You know, I gotta be cool now, man. I'm a
Cossier, right there.
Yeah, I mean, get my dog a drink.
I'm a national champion now. I'm a recognizable face in these Hollywood streets, man. I gotta keep it low key now. I'm a national champion. You know what I mean? I'm cool, man.
We napkin. It's a celebratory day here.
Can we get a clean cup, Jake?
Look, man.
Y'all see the
Jerry
I ain't doing that, though.
Hold on.
Hold on. Hand that out, Karen.
He taking some Michael Jackson inspiration, brother.
Come get this
Me and my dog Shady about to pour up, man. Thank you.
I ain't gonna lie,
Rome, are we ready?
Shay about to leave you though, because I don't like how you acting.
He acted like he wasn't stressed crazy, like not for 10 minutes ago.
Can we show the world what Social Trade actually looked like?
I ain't feeling that
before this. Go ahead.
Come on now. What's
we don't
don't have it yet.
He like,
because
you know what I mean.
The hate can't flourish.
Oh, here we
today.
go.
Oh,
You standing up for sure.
My man's Carson back.
That's it. Carson back on sale. Carson back on sale.
I know your hands hurt.
Carson back on sale.
So you know how the hat came out of nowhere, the shades came out of nowhere, the cool, calm demeanor came out of nowhere. The Evansville hat too. It's just crazy.
Can we get that cut back, Jay?
I mean, you know. He get cool again. All right, bet.
Come on, man. I'm just saying. I'm a national champion. I gotta keep a low key identity now, man.
He's so cool, boy.
Wow. What?
Snoop ain't got nothing on you.
I mean, you see the Evansville. You know what I mean?
Did you get lost in the kitchen? In the kitchen, Jay? We just have to watch it out.
Let's rinse the cup out.
Hey, what Jay-Z say? Brim low. All I see is the flow. All right, come on, man.
Now he over.
Where we at here,
Look, man, we have to talk about this because national championship in college football just happened. 27-21, the Indiana Hoosiers win their first national championship in history. Miami put up a great fight. We're fighting back from behind the entire time. Finally got an opportunity late in that game to have a chance to go out there and maybe win it. Fellas, the question for you guys is, though, do you guys think the better team won in this matchup?
Of course the better team won. Shady is inspecting his cup.
That's pretty good. Damn. Man, you married? He must be married. That way he clean that cup.
Shout out to Indiana, bro. The better team won. Indiana, incredible offense. Indiana, incredible defense. Indiana made Carson Beck a 6-year senior that's been in college for forever, made him look pedestrian, made him look average. Carson Beck is like 24 years old, and he made him look 14. So shout out to the Indiana Hoosiers and what they were able to do. Shout out to Curt Cignetti. I believe Curt Cignetti just had the greatest coaching season you could argue in the history of any sport. Indiana is the second losingest program in the history of college football, and Curt Cignetti just had one of the most impressive years you have ever seen, turning around an Indiana Hoosiers program that is the laughing stock of the Big Ten, not into Big Ten champions alone, but into national champions. And then remember the road that Curt Cignetti had to travel to get there. You beat Oregon not once, but twice. You beat Ohio State this season. Then you beat Miami this season. Like, the road that Curt Cignetti also had to travel to win this national championship, absolutely astounding. You cannot say enough good things about Curt Cignetti. This is not the most impressive coaching feat in college football. It's not the most impressive coaching feat in the game of football. I believe it's the most impressive coaching feat in the history of sports, at least the modern generation. That's what we witnessed with this Indiana Hoosiers turnaround.
Hey, man, I'm going to be honest. I know, first of all, I know his daddy.
Uh-oh.
I know Curt Cignetti's daddy. His dad coached my brother at IUP. But anyway, they a football family, and I'm not surprised. But I will say this. I'm going to go ahead and say on record, he's already an all-time great coach.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Say it.
Right? And he don't have to win no more.
Yeah.
Yo, if I told you I don't know, Notre Dame or Oregon or, you know, them teams go to the playoffs and get a win, they win a natty, that's believable. Indiana?
Yeah.
Right? It's St. George, it's Alabama, Indiana. Bruh, I gotta say, man, if he won another one, he only got to me, in my eyes,
this is all he had to do.
Yo, he the greatest coach of all time.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it. Why not?
If he wins another one.
If he wins another one.
He is the greatest coach. Dog, Indiana?
That is crazy.
Indiana is crazy.
Real
quick, it's 2026.
And Indiana is crazy.
And it's the first time they've ever even won one.
Yeah.
Not even smelt one.
Yeah.
So, look.
I played college football.
You did, high level.
And I played at Pitt. Now I ain't playing like USC and all.
Of course, Texas.
Bro, if we play Indiana, Mom, you only got to come to the game. It's Indiana.
Talk about the 2-5.
And his first year, they get crazy and they go to the playoffs.
Yes, sir.
In his first year.
Yes, sir.
In his second year, he won the natty. And you know what he said?
What'd he say?
He ain't sneak up on you.
Nope.
Check my resume.
Google me.
I win games. I kick people's asses.
That's what he do.
Right? I don't care if it's what it used to be. I'm here. And when I'm here, I win. And I don't win a couple games. I win a lot of games. And I don't take a lot of time. I do it fast.
Yeah.
And his second year,
Shady.
Bro, greatest college coach of all time. And don't get me started on this Nick Saban bull
I won't go that far.
Whoa.
But here's what I will say. Here's what I will say before Care Bear, you take this and dunk it.
Hey, Shady, can I cheers you to that take, though?
Go ahead, y'all.
Go ahead, y'all. You know, amazing coaching
make the toast.
The toast is shout out to Evansville, Indiana. Shout out to the Hoosiers.
I'm not from there.
Shout out to the. Oh yeah, but you can still you can celebrate with us though.
You gotta start over a little because I ain't even from there. All right, you know what? Shout out to a great football
Yep.
football game played by the Indiana Hoosiers, man. We celebrating. If you see me in these streets, you don't really see me in these streets. What's up, Shady?
Ooh, my boy.
Cheers.
Trey.
I'll cheers you on that
to
one.
that.
I'll cheers you on that
Cheers
one
to
as well.
And the greatest college coach of all time?
No, but I don't want to.
I'll back that.
I'm not
Hold
going to
up.
pour a cold blanket on it. What I am going to say is, it is fair to say that one championship at Indiana is equivalent to like 4 championships at a major
Think about
top
that.
10
Yeah.
program.
Who want to go there, though?
Yeah,
Can I cook for a second?
please.
You guys know me. I'm the stat guy. I'm the college football historian guy. Let's talk about what just happened. Curt Cignetti has been at Indiana for 2 years. The Indiana Hoosiers, coming into the season, have won 3 bowl games in their entire history. This playoff run just matched their total for bowl wins in their entire history. They are the 7th most losing program in the entire history of college football.
Oh.
He took over a program that was straight poverty, could not fill out the stadium whatsoever. How many sold-out games did you go to while you were there, Trey?
Like I was telling y'all before, tickets were $15.
Yes.
When I was attending
That's what I'm
Indiana
saying.
University.
$15. Brother, not only that, Curt Cignetti just became the first head coach in college football history to win a championship without a 5-star player on his roster since recruiting rankings came about. He does not have a single 5-star on that roster. And look, and well, we're going to talk about the age of them a little bit later, whatnot, but what he just did this year is by far and away the most impressive coaching job that we have ever seen in the history of sports. The only thing that comes remotely close is maybe Leicester City 2016 winning the Premier League. But also, I don't even think it comes close. There's 126 teams in college football, and Indiana has been the boo-boo of them for over 100 years.
That's facts.
Also, today, they finished their season 16-0. Acho, ask me when the last time a team went 16-0 in college football was.
When's the last time a team won 16?
1894. There has not been a 16-0 team in over 120 years.
Dang.
130 years.
Sheesh.
Brother, what Curt Cignetti just did is one of the most amazing feats we will ever see in sports. There's going to be people that have conversations about other things, regardless of where those other conversations go. What this man just did firmly, and I mean firmly, puts him in the position as one of the greatest college football coaches we have ever seen. Point blank, period.
I'm saying, so
Go ahead, 2-5.
he said all that.
Yes,
And that's
sir.
a lot of stuff.
Is it?
A lot of great. When I say he's the greatest of all time, how that don't back me up.
Because one great season. That's all.
But where? He just told you they never win. They don't even never win. If you're in the stadium or if you're in the city, you never even win it.
Yeah.
Nobody going to see him.
Yeah.
He said he had 3 bowl win games.
Yeah.
They won 3 bowl games their entire history.
I'm not going to. I do not want to spend this time making Curt Cignetti lesser. So I'm not going to diffuse it. I will let that take live in the ether and just say that I disagree with him being the greatest of all time. But what I will say is I believe Curt Cignetti will change the trajectory of college football because he will change how you have to archetype a team. Usually how you have to archetype a team, I'm going to chase stars, 5 stars, 4 stars, 5 stars, in large part so the recruiting database looks like I'm doing a great job so that I can retain my job to the board of regents, to the athletic directors, to the chairmen, to the vice presidents, etc. But now Curt Cignetti is going to change it to, I want a team of veteran players regardless of their stars. I believe Curt Cignetti will change the way college football is played, college football is recruited, and that college football actually exists. It's no longer going to be about, hey, what team can garner the most stars? That's what Oregon did, and you saw Oregon fall short to Curt Cignetti not once but twice. Curt Cignetti's like, let me get a team of veteran players, of 22-year-olds, of 23-year-olds, of 24-year-olds, and let me win with a veteran bunch. Curt Cignetti, I think, is going to change the trajectory of college football from this day moving forward.
Absolutely.
That's major.
He changed it this year. He absolutely did change it this year. College football rosters are not going to be put together the same because of the job that Curt Cignetti did this year as well. And I mean, it's just unbelievable that we're talking about the Indiana Hoosiers being a college football national champion. I see some people in the comments saying, oh, Leicester City was more important. Brother, this would be like if a League 4 team went all the way. Indiana was awful. Awful. Like an afterthought. You would have never said Indiana had a shot at playing for a natty. And now they just went out there and won it. Now the question is, though, a lot of people are going to have this conversation, and we have to get to it. Where do you rank this Indiana team in terms of teams all time in college football?
It's an easy one for me.
Since the 2000s is top 3. That Miami Hurricanes team, that LSU undefeated team,
and this Indiana Hoosiers team. And the reason being, it's hard for me to imagine a team losing that never lost. It's hard for me to do that. Like, for me to put them too far down this list, now even my 05 Longhorns, love my Longhorns, shout out to Vince Young, shout out to that whole squad. I can list the whole roster front and back. That's why I went to Texas. But it's hard for me to imagine an Indiana Hoosier team that did not lose a game, beat ACC schools, beat Big Ten schools, maybe beat SEC schools. Correct me if I'm wrong.
No.
They didn't beat an SEC team?
They beat Alabama.
Yes,
they
exactly.
Beat the
beat
dog crap out of
SEC team.
Alabama. Yeah.
It's hard for me to imagine a team that won 16 games, including nail biters, Penn State, including going on the road, Oregon. It's hard for me to imagine that team that didn't lose and be like, you know what? They're just going to start losing to several other teams. Undefeated teams like that LSU team, hey, y'all got it. But here's the other thing. Indiana was so veteran, they never beat themselves. That's what matters. Look at the penalty discrepancy in this game. Miami had like 65 yards of penalties. I think Indiana had 20, maybe 25 yards. Indiana does not beat themselves. Some of those other teams, way more talented. Way more talented, especially if you think of the names as it pertains to the NFL, way more talented. But this Indiana team so veteran, so poor.
Acho, you committed a cardinal sin, and I'm gonna talk about that afterwards. Saying that they were better than 05 Texas Longhorns that beat a team that I also think is better than this Indiana team, 05 USC, who had Lindale White and Reggie Bush combined for 2,500 yards. Right?
They did.
You're insane. You're
some
crazy.
dogs.
You're crazy for that. What I will say is though, and I'm sorry, Indiana fans. I know I just hyped you up. I know. I'm and I think Kurt is amazing. I think Cignetti's an incredible coach. I have this team number 5 in the last 10 years.
Okay.
2022 Georgia, I think would give them that work. 2019 LSU would give them that work. 2020 Bama, I think would give them that work. And 2018 Clemson, with that all-senior defensive line that was amazing and shut down everyone and blew out Nick Saban in the national championship, had Trevor Lawrence as a freshman winning Natty, I think they would also give Indiana that work. I think Indiana is an incredible team. They're an amazing story. They're awesome. But we cannot, and I mean cannot, throw them in the all-time greatest team ever category because of dominance. Now listen, Indiana, incredible team, 16-0 record. We've never seen that. You could add one more game to LSU's schedule. They would have gone 16-0. Any of the teams I just mentioned.
Coach 2-5.
Let me tell you our problem,
Just don't spill that water. This
ain't water. Let me tell you our problem, though. Y'all doing the same thing the whole world was doing with Indiana before Cincinnati got there.
What's that?
You're overlooking them because they don't have the 5 stars, they don't have the superstars, they don't have them flashy players, they don't have the NFL superstars. That's why y'all not counting them. But if I'd have said, yo, do you think this Indiana team will go out here and win the Natty? Y'all always say no. Last year, you'd have said no. Playoffs, no. You just said no, right?
Yeah.
Y'all doing the same thing because the way they look. All they do is win. They don't know nothing else but to win. They don't know. They don't know what it feels like to lose.
Yeah,
they've been a losing program all forever since God made colleges. They've been bad.
Yeah, my argument is
before your argument.
Okay, go ahead.
And now you want to talk about all these LSU. You talking about Lindale White and Reggie Bush, and them guys are all great. And you got Jamar Chase, bro. They all are great Tebow teams because the names and all that. This team right here, they've been counted out, and they go to the playoffs last year. Their first time ever. Before that game, they had 3 bowl wins, dog. Listen what I'm telling y'all.
I hear you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you look down on them because you don't see the superstars like everybody else. And now in 2 years, they champions.
I hear where you're coming from.
I'm trying to tell you.
I will say this though. The reason why I have that take, all the teams that I mentioned also, they're undefeated as well. That 2005 Texas team, that 01 Miami team, that 2019 LSU team, that 2020 Alabama team, that 2018 Clemson team. The difference is I have to look at your resume. If I can't say that I've seen you lose, right? I look at how close was the rest of the competition playing towards you. Brother, I watched LSU go on the road, beat top 10 teams, and smack them. There was not many close games in 2019 against the LSU Tigers. There was no close games in 2020 against the Alabama Crimson Tide. Against the Georgia Bulldogs, they smacked everybody and held, I think, every single person on the schedule, other than maybe Tennessee that year, under 20 points. Those teams were also undefeated.
But I'm sure if we looked at the schedule, this is football. They ain't
close games here and there.
LSU played close games. I'm sure.
Of course, there's close games. My thing is though, if you're more dominant over your competition, and you, in my honest opinion, play a tougher schedule, play more tough teams. I think 2019 LSU played more tough teams than Indiana did. I'm not here to discredit them. I'm just saying, whenever we're looking resume for resume, if we have to compare them, who's the greatest of all time? Both are undefeated. Both are amazing teams. Both are worthy national champions. I can't say they are a better team all time than what I saw out of 2019 LSU. That was different, guys. Come on.
But I'm trying to show him what he's doing.
What are you doing?
He's looking at like
names
what they look like in the names. Like right now, like I watched this team all year. They didn't look special to me. I'm gonna be honest. I don't. If I'm an NFL dude, I don't know if I'm going against these players for my team in NFL. But that's what makes it so special. Like, damn, y'all undefeated. Y'all doing this. Y'all doing that to all these 5-stars.
Team.
These guys. There's some guys that they played against that they dominated. That's going to be an all-pro in the NFL.
Yeah. Absolutely.
That's the truth of it.
Yeah, very true. Yeah. Very true. It is fascinating. I mean, all I know is this. Shout out to Indiana. Didn't take a loss this whole season. But the greatest conversation to me is the conversation of Indiana's average age of their roster, 22 and a half years old. I left college at like 21 in 3 months.
Oh, so this
Shady left at 20.
So this 1 year?
Well, the average age of the Packers is like 25. Average age of the Indiana starting lineup is like 22.
23.
We can't do this. We can't do
That's what the people are doing.
You know why we can't do it? Because there's other teams that probably got older players. Now the NIL dudes only want to go NFL. So I'm sure some teams that got some older players also.
Care Bear, break it down.
So look, I went viral on Twitter a couple of weeks ago for bringing this up after they played Alabama in the Rose Bowl. This is what Indiana's starting offense looks like. I'll take a look at it. So I said Indiana's hard to beat because they're well coached, but also because they're old as F. Here's Indiana's starters and what year of college football they're in. Fernando Mendoza's in year 4. They're starting 2 running backs, Hemby and Black, in year 5 and year 6 of college football. They're 23 and 24 years old. Nowakowski, their starting tight end. He's 24 years old. He was in the same class as freshmen were when I was in high school. I graduated high school 10 years ago. Like, why are you still playing college football? But you had Elijah Surratt in year 4. Becker, the guy that made all the plays tonight, though, only in year 2, a sophomore. Cooper, year 4. Some of the guys on their offensive line, their average age on the offensive side of the ball is 22.6 years old. That's like you're going up against a lot of younger. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, well, Carson Beck was like 24, 25, however he is. It's one guy. The star player on Miami's offense is 18 years old. His name is Malachi Toney. And I'm not saying that's the reason they won. They are a well put together roster. This is what Sig did, and it was genius. And also, they're extremely well coached.
Hold on. I am saying that's the reason they won.
Oh, wow. Okay.
The question is it problematic or not? You have to remember, a 23-year-old compared to an 18-year-old is night and day, just from a maturation level.
Yeah.
Like, just from a, what are you...
Yeah, the old guy's probably not that good because he's still in college.
Correct, but they're mature. So now the question is, like, just why do y'all think BYU is competent every single year? BYU wins 9-10 games every single year because there's a bunch of 23-year-olds. So at the end of the day, it's like, yes, I do think them being 23 is exactly why they won. The question is, how do y'all feel about it from a college football standpoint? Like, I would be mad if I were still in college because it's like, bruh, I'm 18, 19, 20, and I'm up here going against 24-year-olds. I mean, all of them.
But the oldest guys on the team be weak. The seniors don't be that good.
Not on their team.
Not on their team. So the reason why it's different is because of the transfer portal. Back in the day, whenever you guys were playing, you could transfer once before you graduated, and you had to sit out a year, and then you could maybe transfer again after you graduated.
Transfer in conference, you got to sit out 2 years.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it was back in the day. Nowadays, you can transfer as many times as you want. We have a quarterback, TJ Finley. He's going on his 7th school in 7 years. like think about that. Like that's the state of college football that we're in right now. And there's antitrust lawsuits and all these other things. So the way Cignetti built this roster is, hey, are you an impact guy that's maybe a fringe NFL player going on year 4, maybe year 5? Hey, we'll pay you to come here and play for us. Coogan, their starting center, he was that. He was that for them. They have a lot of the guys that he also brought from JMU, guys that have been in the system for 3-4 years and whatnot. So he's developed them as well. But I think in college football, it's kind of taken away from high school recruiting now. Because if it's me, Acho, if I'm a head coach at a college football program,
yes, sir,
I can lose my job. My family has to move, relocate, do all this other stuff if I don't perform on the field. What should I do? Should I pay a kid out of high school that's 18 years old that might take 2 years to develop? Or should I pay the kid that's already played 2 years of college football? He's 23 years old, and he can come in and start at that position.
You pay the kid that's already played.
You pay the kid that's already played because at the end of the day, I need to keep my job. That's the standard now that has been set in college football, and you're seeing numerous big schools. Ohio State's doing it. Notre Dame's doing it. Texas is doing it. They are now reshaping their rosters because of what Cignetti did, which also, in the Indiana side, makes this an even more incredible coaching job because he's literally changing the game.
Yeah.
He is the most transcendental coach in college football history. He just is.
The only problem is we have to figure out our appetite for it all. Because back in the day, if you were that LSU team, Jamar Chase, young bull. Justin Jefferson, young bull. Joe Burrow was older, obviously started his career at Ohio State.
He was older,
right? But they had a bunch of their star players. Derek Stingley, I think, was a freshman on that team. Patrick Queen was a junior on that team. Young bulls.
Grant Delpit Jr.
All went to the NFL and have had illustrious careers because they hadn't hit their ceiling. Meanwhile, I'm watching this Indiana team and Black, their running back, cold as hell. Then you tell me he's 24. I'm like, he's not going to go to the league and get significantly better.
Yeah.
I was thinking about this.
He's the same age as Bijan. Think about that.
Yeah.
Bijan's going on year 4 in the league.
He's all pro.
Indiana's red zone running back is the same age.
Why does that matter at all?
It just changes how we digest college football. Because you're not going to watch any more Shadys in college football. You're not going to watch the 19-year-old, 20-year-old phenoms. Dang, I wonder what would happen if he stayed in college, won a Heisman, if he wanted this. Now, Shady's going to go to the league and be an all-decade and all these things, running backs. But you're not going to see the Shadys.
I disagree. We just watched Tony from Miami. He gonna be that. He's a selection for. Matter of fact, he's 18 or 19 playing.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to see the argument here because there's gonna be some old guys, gonna be some young guys. Jeremiah Smith, he ain't old. What is he? He young, ain't he?
Yeah, he's young.
He nice. So I'm just saying, the argument I'm hearing, y'all, because this team won because the guys are old. See, I don't buy that part because they win because they're older. I don't buy that part. I think it's more than that. I think they got the greatest coach of all time over there. Nobody wins in Indiana. Nobody winning over there.
No,
and
exactly.
then real quick.
Yep.
He got like a whole bunch of transfers from Alabama or USC or Georgia. JMU.
Yeah.
You couldn't pay me NIL millions to go play
James Madison.
Yeah, for what? So I heard your argument, man, but I just gotta give it to they play hard, they play smart, they do it now. I do think having a Heisman winning quarterback matters, and they got one of the best coaches in football.
Yeah,
shit,
it's not to say that those young players aren't going to have an opportunity to shine. It's just harder to win national championships now. For the fans of college football, it's harder. The last 3 national championships we've seen since NIL has really taken off. Michigan, one of the oldest rosters in all of college football. Ohio State last year, even with Jeremiah Smith, they had Igbuka, they had Will Howard, they had a senior-laden offensive line and defense. A lot of playmakers everywhere. But there's, to your point though, Caleb Downs was still playing on that team last year as a sophomore. Jeremiah Smith was still playing on that team last year as a freshman. If you're special enough, you're going to be able to play.
The quarterback was young.
Yeah, this year, yeah.
You know what, man? I'm gonna be honest, yo. I love NIL for 2 things. The main thing, and that's the main thing, is they getting paid.
Absolutely.
I remember when I was running around in Pitt doing my thing, getting crazy work out there. I didn't have no money. And I would see people in the fans with Shady Heisman, all this crazy stuff, and I had none of that. So I'm happy they getting paid. But my second most important thing why I love NIL is because now we can see who's really a great coach and who's not. You're not going to see Alabama win every year no more. That's over with. You're not going to see all these big-time schools just keep winning like Georgia. It's over with. You know why? Because now you can't say, oh, come to Alabama, we win a championship, and we'll give you some hush money on the side. You can't do that no more. Because now everybody getting money.
Yeah.
Now what? So now I got to see you coach. And that's why Nick Saban left. He a great coach and all that, but he got out of there because he couldn't dominate like he used to dominate.
I think that's fair. I think we are going to see much more parity in college football. I'm curious once teams start. Shout out to Kurt Signetti for being a genius in getting there first and saying that I'm going to build a roster of veterans. I think that was brilliant.
There's no problem with it.
The question is, what's going to happen once people catch up? Because you see Steve Sarkisian now in Texas, he's like, oh, bump this.
We cut
forget
like 20% of the
18-year-olds.
Yep.
Sarkisian out here just getting vets. I'm like, dang, we're letting our true sophomores go to other schools and true freshmen go to other schools. I'm like, yeah, bring on the 22-year-old.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dang, that sucks for the 18-year-old Emmanuel Acho, trying to get a scholarship at Texas. Like, hey, sign me. But great for fans who figure it out.
Well, I always say this, man. When you're a good player, it'll rise to the top. So if you good in high school, right? Damn, we can get him. He nice. You gonna go get him.
Yeah.
And if he's like, okay, well, if I get this 5th-year-old dude, that's okay, and this high school guy's okay, he's right here. I don't mind that at all, though.
I like
good players.
I know we got some super chats. We got 5,000 of y'all here in the Speakeasy. Turn up. Social Trey went to Indiana. If y'all just joining us, that's why he's too cool for
Look
school.
at bro. We're having a time.
What up, Social Trey?
Listen, man, it's been a great year for me and my Hoosiers, man. I got 2 rings within the last 365. One's on my finger.
Is this the most light skin that this man has been?
And one is in the mail, National championship. But yeah, let me get to these super chats, man. We got $100 super chat from
Yo!
I Can Do 413 back in the building.
Shout out to you, bro.
Shout out to Social Trade, something we share. I'm a Gator and won a Natty in 06 with my brothers. Congrats to the Hoosiers. Best team all year. Gritty win tonight.
Yeah.
Y'all deserve it. Best coach right now, too.
Yeah. Yo, what I love about his super chats, he don't even be asking nothing. He just dropped $100 to get a thought off.
And go on his way.
Yeah, I
Give the sport, man.
respect that.
Yeah,
I respect that.
he's protected. That's why he got the 413 in his username. Sub05X just sent a $20 super chat and said, idea to fix NIL in terms of schools paying players, give schools a salary cap, even out the playing field a little bit. Problem is the bio-regionalism that allowed the SEC to dominate due to proximity to the most athletic states.
I don't disagree.
I don't
I don't hate
disagree with
that.
that.
Yeah, I don't
I
hate
do
that.
think putting a salary cap on it, you can't. Like you can't.
you can't.
Because of what the NCAA did, they said, Pontius Pilate, I'm washing my hands of it. You guys go have fun, do whatever it is. You had an opportunity to regulate it, and the NCAA did not.
Correct.
And because of so, you can't tell me how much my brand deal is worth for this young man. Like at the end of the day. So
well, and then you run into the whole original problem of why NIL came to be anyway. It's just going to be under the table. And then you got it. So it's just
always going to be that. Acho made hella money.
Why even open that can of worms? R Stone sent a $20 super chat and said, number one, Midwest takeover has arrived. 2, Raiders should throw the entire bag to Signetti. This feat has put all college coaches on the hot seat. Looking at you, Lane Kiffin. 4, enjoy your moment, Social Trade. You don't got to tell me twice. See what I'm on, man. Broken 7413 said, ask the Speakeasy who are the top prospects coming into the draft.
That's a good question.
Hit a couple of them. Fernando Mendoza, we're going to hit on him momentarily. I think he's obviously going to go number 1. The most exciting, Caleb Downs. Safety, he's probably the most complete player in the draft. Caleb Downs at Ohio State. Arvell Reese, that pass rusher, he probably has the highest ceiling. Ruben Bain is phenomenal.
Bain?
Yeah, Ruben Bain is Ruben Bain is absolutely
that kid
phenomenal.
is amazing.
He gonna be an all-pro.
Yeah, just put him in the right system. I don't want to see Ruben Bain dropping back in coverage. Let him go hunt. He's very Elvis Doomerville to me. He's very Melvin Ingram to me. He's very just
thick,
athletic.
though.
Pause that, but he's very athletic and explosive. But let's talk about Mendoza, Care Bear.
Let's talk about Mendoza because he is now the consensus projected number 1 overall pick, the Heisman winner in college football. Raiders owner Mark Davis and GM John Spidek and Tom Brady were all in attendance tonight in Miami to check out Fernando Mendoza. Shady was laughing at his interview. I mean, very much wonderful personality. I'll say that much. He apparently dropped the F-bomb afterwards. I'll let you guys take a listen.
You guys, great job. Let's fucking go.
Wow! First time he said. Last time it was flipping, but now after the natty,
you want a chip?
He you want a chip, man.
Gotta forgive you.
Gotta forgive you. Absolutely. Do you guys think that Fernando Mendoza is the guy that can turn the Las Vegas Raiders around?
If anybody can do it, Mendoza can do it, and here's why. It's not because he has some unfathomable skill set. It's that he's a very unflappable quarterback. He's going to go in there like a veteran. Mendoza's not going to be the guy that you got to worry about as a quarterback off the field. So instantly you can check the box of it's not going to be any off the field thing that distracts from Mendoza from being great. Then you think about what did he do at Indiana? He's already had one of the most historic turnarounds we've ever seen at the collegiate level, which is a feeder system into the pros. So if Mendoza can have a historic turnaround at the collegiate level, he has the DNA to do it at the NFL level. Turning Indiana around is a greater feat than turning the Raiders around. Turning the Raiders around is a gigantic feat. But Indiana is the worst or the second worst team in the Big Ten. I would suggest to maybe Rutgers on an annual basis. So if you can turn Indiana around, at least we know you're capable of turning teams around. So why do I like Mendoza? Because off the field, I don't have to worry about him. That matters. So I don't have to worry about a Johnny Manziel type. We're fine. I don't have to worry about a Kyler Murray type. Off the field, we're not going to have any issues. Now on the field, does he have the maturation and does he have the poise to turn a team around? Does he have the belief and the faith to turn a team around? We've seen him do that. Everything else, that's how's he going to develop? What team are you going to put around him? What coaching staff you're going to put around him? What roster are you going to put around him? And also remember, Mendoza did this without a bunch of elite guys. I don't know that his wide receiving core is a bunch of first-round picks. Actually, I know that it's not. I know that his running back room's not a bunch of first-round picks. You know what I mean? So Mendoza also did this at Indiana without a bunch of elite talent. His offensive line was getting rocked today. Rocked. They got absolutely butt-whooped, and he still went out there and got the dub. So if anybody can do it, I believe Mendoza can. Why are you looking at me like that, Shady? Why are you looking at me like that?
I like the young dude, but you don't think we going a little too crazy? You think he should be number 1 pick overall? Like
he will be.
He's gonna be.
That's crazy though. See, and this is the problem. The only reason why he's gonna be picked that high is because we live in this quarterback world where you gotta have this. That's bullcrap. Because if you watch him play, he's a good player, but first pick overall?
No, I don't think he's the best player in college football.
That's what I'm saying. He's the best player in college football.
We saw him tonight, but he was number 4 on defense.
I think he's a good quarterback. I think he's a good quarterback. Like he like Kirk Cousins, but way more swagger. I would say, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not trying to be funny, but you take Kirk in the first freaking round.
But respectfully, yeah. But obviously, Kirk. If Mendoza turns out to be Kirk Cousins, that's a phenomenal job.
But that's a good thing. Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is like, if this wasn't such a crazy world where we had to get a quarterback and this and that, he wouldn't be drafted number pick overall. But since we act like the quarterback is everything in football, we have to. Because if a Kirk Cousins, I compare him to Kirk Cousins. They look the same. His comparable would be Kirk Cousins. To me, he probably runs the ball a little bit better. But okay, anyway, Kirk went in the second round, fourth round.
Yeah.
4th round, bro, and he was a good, solid quarterback in the NFL. But we make everybody believe you got to have. That's why so many quarterback busts.
That's true.
They force them guys.
That's true.
To be, you know
but here's what I'll speak on to this: if you're a team like the Raiders, you desperately need a quarterback.
You need a lot of things.
You do need a lot of things.
You need a lot of things.
But shout out to Ruben Bain. Myles Garrett is maybe the best pass rusher of the generation, and he has 1 playoff win. And the Browns have 2 winning seasons in his 8 years there.
And it's a quarterback.
So you can have the best pass rusher in the history of the world, Myles Garrett. That's irrelevant. So Ruben Bain, shout out to you. But unless the Raiders have a Q, it's irrelevant. So the Raiders have to take Mendoza because you can't go another season without a quarterback. And with all due respect, Mendoza, I trust him as much as a Cam Ward. Yeah, no, I think Cam Ward's ceiling is probably higher.
Yeah. But I mean, y'all see, what are we talking about? When we turn Cam Ward on in college,
it pops.
And you turn this dude on, you tell me it's the same?
No, I remember what I said. I said I think Cam Ward's ceiling is higher. But at the end of the day,
the floor for Mendoza is much higher.
Much higher.
And that
the floor
to me is why he's the the consensus number 1 pick.
Crazy.
You watch him play, he doesn't make stupid mistakes. He doesn't make silly mistakes.
Ever.
Even
doesn't
today,
turn the ball over.
That's what I'm saying. He doesn't turn the ball over. This entire playoff run, he didn't.
He doesn't even come near turning the ball over.
Yeah.
Like, there wasn't a play today, Shady, we're like, oh, that's a pick. Carson Beck, he only threw 1 pick, but there were about 3 passes where we were like, yo.
Carson Beck is going to be somebody's practice squad team.
Correct. I'm saying, like, but Mendoza doesn't even flirt with turning the ball over. All them back shoulders, none of them were front shoulder. They were all drop or catch.
So that means you're supposed to go first pick overall because you conservative, you threw back shoulders, you threw RPOs all night. I'm not, listen, y'all making me hate on him, and I'm not trying to hate him, but I'm just saying, like, you talking about the number 1 pick overall. And tonight he played well. He played well all season, but he kept it safe. He ran the ball when he had to. He threw all RPO routes, and mine was playing so far off anyway. And he was throwing back shoulder passes. Cool. Yeah. That don't deserve to be first pick overall.
I think there's 2 different conversations.
Sheesh.
I think there's a conversation which suggests Fernando Mendoza is not a typical number 1 overall talent. That I agree with wholeheartedly. He's not Cam Newton.
No.
He's not Joe Burrow. He's not Kyler Murray.
He doesn't pop off the screen like those guys.
No, hell no.
Like, he doesn't have the upside that those guys do.
Bingo. I think it's fair to say he's not a number 1 overall pick talent as we think about number 1 overall picks. But should he be the number 1 overall pick in this draft? Yeah. Absolutely.
It's more about the year that we're having right now.
Correct.
Yeah, that's really what it is. In my opinion, if you really look at him as a total, as a prospect, it's like a poor man's Drake May.
Yep.
Drake May had there were some throws that popped off the screen, but it was more so, prototypical. He's going to make the right decision whenever you need him to. The thing about Fernando Mendoza that I actually do really like in terms of his pro prospect is, dude, he plays on time. He always plays on time. And I know outside of today was a weird one because he was just throwing nothing but RPOs all the time. And I'm excited to go back and look at some film and see what the rest of the offense was looking like throughout all the games this season. But Fernando Mendoza plays on time. He has a very high floor, in my honest opinion.
Yeah.
And if you're to build an offense around a quarterback, you want someone that's not going to go out there and sell week after week after week after
Geno
week.
Smith.
Don't be Geno Smith.
Correct.
Don't be Sam Darnold whenever you were younger. Give me a borderline, just basic.
Give me a chance.
Give me a chance. Give me consistent play. Don't turn the ball over. If you're playing bad, let it be a 127-yard, no touchdown, no interception performance.
Yeah.
Don't let it be a 85-yard, three interception performance. Yeah. You know what I mean?
And Mendoza is a do-everything right guy. Now, to Shady's point, he is not Cam Newton. But he's not Cam Newton. If y'all feel me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, he's not Cam Newton. He is not 6'5", 240, gigantic arm, guaranteed to turn a program around. But he's not Cam Newton. So he's probably not going to get hurt several games. He's not going to be running. He's not going to turn the ball over. He's not going to have 22 touchdowns and 14 interceptions. So his ceiling is not very high, but his floor is not very low.
Right, but I'm saying you're the Raiders. You need more than that type of guy.
Absolutely.
Like, you need somebody special if you don't take him in quarterback.
But there's nobody special
The
right
thing
now.
is,
there's some other positions I can go get that can help me out.
But
they need a lot.
But the problem is, like, Raiders sitting here with Max Crosby, top 10 pass rusher in football, right? Congratulations.
Add to it, though.
They got you 2 wins.
Yeah.
But the thing is, 2-5, go get you the best safety in football, Caleb Downs. You're still going to suck. Go get you Reuben Bain, Arvell Reese, any of these great college players. You're still going to suck. Remember, 2-5, they got Brock Powers. First team All-Pro, I think, as a rookie. Second team as a rookie. Still suck.
But I'm saying,
Aston Genty, still suck.
Yeah, but that's what you keep building it up. That's cool. That's fine.
But
Right? I see the Lions do it, and I'm like, damn, they keep getting year after year, keep these first rounders. Okay.
But Jared Goff.
And then they finally got the right quarterback, right? Where, so I was going back to like, what position? Why not try to, our quarterback might be what we want him to be. Yeah. Let's load him up on defense, get 2 crazy pass rushers, start looking like the Texans. Like, you just start adding things to your team.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, if you're going to get the #1 pick, go out there and get somebody that's special. Because if you go out here and get him, he's everything you guys talked about. Safe with the ball, but it's nothing that really, like, I don't know if he can just save a program.
There's nothing there's nothing that tells you he's going to go in and just change the entire team.
In the end, I think they did that all together on defense or offense. Like, they just play well together. But
I think the interesting thing is it's the situation, though. It's the situation, though, Shady. There's not many players that are going to go into the Raiders and just change them.
But what I'm saying is,
especially this year.
But get a piece you can add. Like, I can see them getting Bain and Max Crosby. Yeah, tear that thing up. And real quick, I don't know if you noticed or not, but when you holding a glass like this, Trey, since you're drinking, like this though.
Yeah, teach me something. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Pick this up. So when you around some billionaire friends and some rich people, you feel you comfortable.
Yeah, right.
Hey, how y'all
I
doing?
looked the part.
Yeah, and he like this, like this.
Glass, yeah.
Facts.
But you're supposed to give it a swirl and a sniff, right, Shady?
That's what we do. But we out there with people. Yeah. Right here.
Just one of them.
Trey, I'm interested though. What do you think about Fernando Mendoza's prospects as a pro quarterback? You've been watching him all season long.
I think he's safe. I was talking earlier. I feel like a good floor for him is like a Bryce Young. I think where I see him at ceiling wise is like Baker Mayfield. Like, gonna be good every year, not gonna wow you, necessarily get you to the Super Bowl. And then the floor is Bryce Young, where it's like, if he gets in and he's inconsistent or doesn't seem to be able to get the job done, but can also show flashes of like, oh, he does have skill, he is talented, this is why he won the Heisman in college. I can see that as well. But I'm curious to know from you guys, because this draft class is just not heavy on quarterback talent.
No, it's not at all.
But the 2024, where would y'all have Mendoza in terms of how those quarterbacks were drafted? What would you?
2024.
That's the Bo Nix,
That's
Caleb
Bo Nix,
Williams,
Jake Daniels,
Drake
Caleb
May,
Williams. Yeah, where does he fall in that order?
He's going 4th. He's going after the crazy talented ones.
And then
after
ahead of Bo Nix.
Drake.
Oh, after Bo.
After Caleb, JD5, and Drake.
He's going there.
So before Bo.
He's going before Bo. He's going before Penix. He's going before JJ.
Yeah.
Penix got an injury history, and there's a reason why. He's already been hurt. So he's going before Penix, because that was Penix's knock, injury history. JJ McCarthy just wasn't good in college, so that was his knock. And then Bo Nix and Mendoza, there'd be a conversation.
I think I might
depending on who's drafting.
And I'm not big on Bo. I might take Bo because he can run.
Yeah.
But
He's more of an
I'm taking
athlete.
Penix before him too. I watched Penix throw NFL passes in college.
Yeah.
Yep.
The injury thing
Penix is amazing.
Remember, only
And
thing
ironically, he got hurt at IU.
He got hurt at IU. That's
where he sustained his injury.
Definitely. Moving forward.
Huge day.
We're leaving the college football talk, and it's breaking my heart. But look,
I can hit some super chats
yeah,
before we go. I was gonna say I can hit some super chats.
But we are talking
football
about
here,
the Bills, and we got breaking news. Robert Saleh finalizing a deal with the Tennessee Titans. We will be talking about that. That just came through right now. Robert Saleh, defensive coordinator for the Niners, finalizing a deal with the Titans. We will get to that during this show as well.
Bet super chats I got. Alpha Man J Sat said that was a game. Shout out Mendoza and Indiana proving the critical wrong. Best show on the internet. Speakeasy. Trey having too much ice cold fun. Keep it up, fellas. Y'all lit. Hey, shout out to the bros, man. You know, ice to the good bros. Vic Damone Jr. 15 in the building with a $50 super chat. Said,
hey, Vic Damone.
Shout out to Vic Damone. He said, Trey, you my dog tomorrow, but we beefing tonight. The black and whites was in full effect. The 305 will be back. Hashtag pour up. Listen, y'all always make mistakes. Y'all high on the list of always getting penalties and setting yourself back. That's on y'all. Y'all been doing that for really all season. Yeah. Let's see. I got another super chat from Philip. I don't know if I can read that, bro. Dominic Scott sent a $20 super chat and says, Shady, as a former Bills player, who do you want to see as the next head coach to get Josh to the chip? Now, Acho, who do you see being the coach? Joe Brady, Clint Kubiak, or a wild card coach? In my opinion, he needs to be an offensive guy.
I'll say I'm not sure, to be honest. I'm not sure about the coach. But what I will say is, how in the hell you fire Sean McDermott and you promote Brandon Beane? Now, if I'm not tripping, you ain't give Josh Allen no real help on offense or defense. And you go out there and you fire Sean and you hire.
Promote the, yeah.
What, are you kidding me? Yeah. The issue was the roster. Yeah. That's been the issue for the last 2 years. While last year he won an MVP, because like, damn, you have all these stats with these guys on offense. Shakur's your best receiver. He's like a 2, 3. Like, slot. I mean, what do you got? You got Keon Coleman that don't really. He's playing some games he's not.
Yeah.
You gave some tight ends.
Yeah.
That's crazy, yo. That is crazy.
Let's go ahead and stay here, bro. That super chat threw us to oop. You know, y'all produce the show. If y'all bring up something exciting or something we finna talk about, we finna go and stay here.
You get Von Miller. I'm just thinking that Von Miller, older. Von was great, but older Von Miller, he would tell you, Bosa. Like, for real? The older Bosa at that. Who else they brought over there for free agency? Free agency been bad.
Yeah, we're gonna cook. We're gonna get set us up.
I can't believe that. We got to talk about this as well. After 9 seasons, 8 playoff appearances, a 98-50 regular season record, and 5 AFC East titles, Sean McDermott's tenure at the Buffalo Bills has come to an end as they fired him earlier today. Fellas, on the back of a really close but crushing defeat against the Broncos, do you guys agree with Sean McDermott getting let go by the Bills?
Shady gave his thoughts, so let me say mine. I'm torn. There's 2 sayings that make me torn. And in chat, y'all help me. There's the saying that good is the enemy of great, and Sean McDermott was good. But there's also the saying that the guy who had it good and wanted it better made it worse. Sean McDermott is good. I'm torn on it. I do believe it was time to move on. And the reason I believe it was time to move on is because Sean McDermott continues to lose in the playoffs to offensive teams and offensive-minded coaches. That's my problem. And at the end of the day, Sean McDermott, you've had Josh Allen for long enough. Like Sean McDermott, you were there when Shady McCoy was with Josh Allen, and Shady's eligible for the Hall of Fame. It's a long time ago. So McDermott, we've seen you with Josh Allen. You've come up short. At this junction in time, McDermott, I want to see somebody else with Josh Allen. I don't want Josh Allen to, I won't say the word waste, but I don't want Josh Allen to endure the entirety of his coaching career with a defensive-minded head coach. Kudos to what Sean McDermott did. Highest winning percentage of any coach in the history of the Bills organization. Can't take that away from him. Kudos to the leader that he is. Kudos to how his locker room absolutely loves him. But later on, I will bring up a couple specific plays and moments because y'all know I do my homework in the Speakeasy, which is why I'm okay with them moving on from McDermott. Shady knows him personally.
I gave my point, man. I gave my
I agree with where you're coming from, Acho, because I do think having a defensive-minded head coach is tough because it is very offensive coordinator hire dependent in a way. And that can switch so often. I think defensive coordinators stay a whole lot longer. And having a guy like Sean McDermott, I think it's good, but also at the same time, it's about results in the playoffs. And there's one thing that you've known during Josh Allen's tenure as a Buffalo Bills quarterback. It's that, hey, his offense is going to go out there and put up some points.
Yep.
And that defense is giving up 30.
Yep.
If they lose, the defense is going to give up 30 points. Whether it was against the Kansas City Chiefs, you could not defend the field for 13 seconds to get to the Super Bowl. Heartbreaking. It happens time and time and time again. And I don't think Sean McDermott's a bad coach whatsoever. I think he's a great coach, and I think he's a great coach to have on the open market. Cowboys, please hire him as a defensive coordinator if you can. But my problem is, moving forward, I think a change is needed. It's getting a little stale. Roster-wise is really, I agree with Shady in that point. Roster-wise, this is what the problem is. It's the roster more than it is, I think, the play caller. But
it's
regardless,
2 things. Hold on, because there's something I've never been able to forget, and it's because I'm a defensive mind. And I'm not saying Sean McDermott should be fired for this. But what I am saying is the game of football comes down to coaching. And I want the most important coach on my staff to be in control of the most important player on my team. I repeat.
I want the most important coach on my staff, the head coach, to be in charge of the most important player on my team. Rome, you got that video? Yeah. So I'm going to show y'all the AFC Championship game from last year. This game is the difference between the Buffalo Bills advancing to the Super Bowl and not. And this game came down to these two plays that I want to show you all. Andy Reid is coaching the Chiefs and Sean McDermott is coaching the Bills. Sean McDermott's the defensive coach. Y'all can put it up. I'll talk you through it. Rome, when you put it up, you can just let it play. I wish the score was showing, but right now it's a tied football game. It's man-to-man coverage. Andy Reid, he identifies as man-to-man coverage. Andy Reid, phenomenal job, just a pick play concept. Right now, offense, it beat the defense. Chiefs end up scoring on this drive. Chiefs end up getting a field goal out of this drive. I'm going to replay it so y'all can see. It's just offense making it easy. Mahomes is one of the greatest of all time. He is. This isn't one of the greatest by Mahomes. This is Andy Reid. It's just Andy Reid identifies pick play, runs a pick play concept, boom. Now it's 32-29. I'm going to show you all the very next play. Now there's 3rd and 9. I freeze it right here because watch how they quickly break the huddle. You have two running backs. Kareem Hunt is at the fullback. Isaiah Pacheco's at running back. Sprint right out of breaking the huddle quickly. First down. The game's over. Notice how he stays in bounds. Again, the game is 3-point lead. The Bills have to get a stop. They break the huddle quickly, get to the line, snap it quickly. Two running backs. Bills aren't set. The difference between winning and losing is this play. Last play for good measure because Shady and I, simple as hell. Shady and I were talking about this. Phenomenal play design. This isn't Bo Nix special. It's just a sprint to the right. I'm going to rewind it so y'all can see it. This is little Jordan Humphrey. I think an undrafted player out of Texas. Going to rewind it so y'all can see it. It's a sprint right concept with Bo Nix, and little Jordan Humphrey is just going to freaking... No, that's my point. This is the entirety of my point is this. I am showing y'all offensive-minded coaches winning games for their quarterbacks.
I got you.
So, like, the reason I'm not mad at it, and I'm not mad either way. I'm not going to argue it. If somebody's like, Sean McDermott needs to be the coach, sure. But the reason the Bills aren't advancing is because Sean McDermott, a defensive-minded coach, has at times been outsmarted by the offensive-minded coaches with the game on the line. That Kansas City Chiefs play, McDermott, you're calling the defense. You took over the defense. This was last year. You took over the defense. Andy Reid just calls a simple pick concept because he knows you're in man. And it's the time in which you motion in a man, can you check into cover 2 once they identify you're in man? And then with the game on the line up by 3, Andy Reid just runs a simple play, 2 backs in the backfield. So I can't act like Sean McDermott couldn't be better than the opponent because there are several times where it's like, dang, McDermott, their offense is outsmarting your defense, and that's what's inhibited you from going farther. Now, Brandon Beane is a problem because let me try to level out what Shady was saying. Buffalo Bills promoted their general manager. The general manager has drafted 56 players since 2018 when they drafted Josh Allen. Only 2 have made the Pro Bowl. 56 players have been drafted since Josh Allen was drafted, and 2 have made the Pro Bowl. Dawson Knox, James Cook. So the general manager, I believe, is the biggest issue in Buffalo, a greater issue than Sean McDermott. But like McDermott owns some responsibility. He does.
I don't know if Bean got Josh Allen.
Yeah, I'm just saying 56 have been drafted since.
No, but I'm just saying, like, I think Doug really got him. That was with Doug, and then Doug left. Yo, I might go on the record and say that I don't think he got Josh. Or Deion Dawkins.
Dawkins, yeah, because Dawkins was before. What you pulling up, Kieran?
Yeah, no, I'm pulling up the selections from Brandon Beane. I mean, 2023, yeah, Dalton Kincaid, Osiris Torrance.
It wasn't Josh. Josh wasn't part of that.
No.
Nope.
It's the first year, 2022, Khair Elam, James Cook, Terrell Bernards, Khalil Shakir. Got some quality out of that one. Christian Benford, 6th round. After that, though, I mean, you got Dalton Kincaid, Osiris Torrance, Dorian Williams, Justin Shorter. 2024, first pick of the 2nd round, you took Keon Coleman.
And you traded back.
Yeah.
You traded out of your pick.
And
you let the Chiefs get a player that helped them advance to a Super Bowl.
Yeah. And I also think there's other players that fit their scheme a whole lot better, too. Like Cole Bishop, Dwayne Carter, Ray Davis, Cedric Van Granger. It's just that, not inspiring picks, to say the least. And that to me, and also you look at how they manage things in the offseason as well, though. They became a meme in the offseason of like, damn, they're just blowing the entire team up, or they don't really have much coming back on the defensive end. And it's like, oh, well, we got Von Miller. That's awesome. That's a name. But what did you do to the cohesive unit that you have playing on the defensive side of the ball? Yeah.
It gave him 120, I think.
Yeah.
Bro, at 30-something years old, right? And then I'm thinking, then Bros come over. Yo, you know what's crazy? This is what I knew Brandon Beane was, because he's a good dude. He is a good guy. But this is where I knew he don't know nothing about football. Yo, I'm older, right? I think I'm in my I forget what year it was, 2018? Anyway, I said, look, man, this team, right, ain't looking right. We got a young quarterback we just drafted. I don't know what he looks like. I know Josh Allen. This is before he really got here. I'm like, we got this rookie. You got no wide receivers. Like, what are we trying to do? We signing guys from the Panthers mid-season. I say, yo, I'm getting a little older. Am I staying or am I leaving? Because I need to, if we rebuilding a certain way, I got to get out of here. He's like, no, we're not rebuilding. So let me show you what this dude does, though.
We do.
He's like, we need players. Yo, they traded Sammy Watkins for Calvin Benjamin. Remember him?
Oh.
I'm like, I say, wait, hold up. What? He's, I'm telling you right now, they're the same player, but Calvin's probably a little bit better. And the thing was Sammy Watkins was so crazy because he's always been hurt. He finally was healthy. He was looking good in like mini camp. I'm like, yo, we ready to roll. And he told me that. I said, Coach, I said, Brandon, you are tripping. And I walked out. Dafford told me, I said, yo, he don't know nothing about football. They are not even the same build. They're not even the same player.
Nah.
And that's a true story.
Not even remotely the same skill set, though, either. Though. Calvin Benjamin's more of a 50-50 ball catcher than a 4-year.
Yo, we trading a wide out for a tight end?
No. Just not a good move whatsoever. I agree with you with you there, Shady. I hate whenever coaches become the scapegoat from bigger issues.
Yep,
that's a really tough one because I don't think those defenses that he had out there. And obviously, I agree with you. Like from a philosophical standpoint, I think I want my offensive minded head coach to be able to determine the game more. I think they have more of an impact on the game because I do think quarterback's the most important position, but.
Let's get to that breaking news, G.
Yeah, we got to get to this breaking news as well. You mentioned it earlier. I'm not sure if I like this one, but Robert Saleh and the Tennessee Titans are working to finalize a deal. He was the defensive coordinator this season for the San Francisco 49ers. Monday in Tennessee, or he met with them Monday in Tennessee, and the two sides expressed interest in each other and enough to move forward and potentially work on a deal here. How do we feel about Robert Saleh potentially going to the Tennessee Titans now?
First, let me give the Niners side of things. San Francisco 49ers, you are and we are in gigantic trouble. You saw what happened to the defense when Robert Saleh went to the Jets. Kyle Shanahan was absolutely lost. Dumbfounded. Defense went from top 5 in football to bottom 15 in football. San Francisco 49ers, it does not matter if Nick Bosa and Fred Warner are out there. If the defensive coach hired is not the right one, the season is over before it ever begins. Robert Saleh is a top 3 defensive mind in football right now, and you saw how he can get the most out of players because they went to Philadelphia with a whole bunch of players that you do not even know the names of, and 11-year veterans and Eric Kendricks, and found a way to win that football game. So Robert Saleh is a phenomenal defensive mind. Niners fans, I'm in mourning, I'm in weeping, I'm devastated because this is bad. Now to the Titans. Unless he goes out there and gets Mike McDaniel or Cliff Kingsbury, I don't love it. I do not love defensive-minded head coaches with unproven quarterbacks because defensive-minded head coaches don't know how to figure out quarterbacks. Robert Saleh didn't know what the hell to do with Zach Wilson. I don't know if anybody knows what to do with Zach Wilson, but he didn't. Yeah. Robert Saleh didn't know what the hell to do with Aaron Rodgers. Aaron, what do you want to do? Oh, you want to sign Alan Lazard? Oh, you want to sign Randall Cobb? You want to sign David Bakhtiari? Oh, you want Nathaniel Hackett? All right, whatever you want, Aaron. Robert Saleh didn't know what to do offensively. And now you got Cam Ward. Cam Ward's figuring it out. Robert Saleh, you're figuring it out. Like, I don't like Robert Saleh with a quarterback that doesn't know what he's doing. I loved Robert Saleh with the Ravens. Lamar Jackson. I don't love Robert Saleh with the Tennessee Titans. 2-5, why are you laughing, G?
Nah, because this is funny, though, man. Like, the guy gets he gets hired. We like, I don't love it. But I think he's a good coach. The only thing you make sense with that I really agree with is, like, we seen you at your best with the defense, but the offense was bad. Yeah. Right? But I don't know. I think you got to get the right coach. I'm learning now, if you're going to be a head coach, you got to get the right coordinators for the offense. And it's like the same with the offense. Like, Sean McVay, we love, we love him, we praise him and all that, but you got to have somebody solid on defense because you don't do nothing with the defense. Right? Kyle Shanahan. As much as he's so great on offense, and he wins with all type of offensive players, but he has a solid guy on defense.
Yes, sir.
So it goes hand to hand. So I think we just look at it because it's a defensive coach, but it's the same thing with the offense.
Mm-hmm.
You know, got to have somebody on defense that's solid.
And the thing about it offensively, and we've seen it, right? DeMeco Ryans, C.J. Stroud hit the ground running, boom. But DeMeco Ryans, as great of a coach as he is, and he is a phenomenal coach.
Yes, he is.
He ain't figured it out on offense either. Like, me and Shady both DeMeco's teammates.
The first year was solid, though.
Because he brought his homeboy Bobby Slowick with him from the Niners. Yeah. Bobby Slowick, passing game coordinator with the Niners, brought him with him. Then DeMeco was like, Slowick's not good enough. DeMeco, you had no idea. You had it great with Bobby Slowick. Great. You get rid of Bobby Slowick, and now the Texans' offense has looked absolutely incompetent since. But DeMeco just doesn't know what the hell he's doing on offense as much as he knows what he's doing on defense, obviously, with all due respect to DeMeco Ryans. Robert Saleh don't know what he's doing on offense, bro. Like, he has no idea what he's doing. So, like, great. He'll get the most out of Jeffrey Simmons. He'll get the most out of linebacker, I think, Cedric Gray.
Hopefully you get a healthy season out of L'Jarius Sneed.
Hopefully you get a healthy season.
Yeah.
But the Titans could go out there and have a top 10 defense. Who cares?
We saw the Jets have a good defense. And that to me is why this move is just so uninspiring. And honestly, I think it's a big reason as to why the Titans have been bad. Like it really is. Now, to their credit, the last time we saw them with a strong defensive mind, Mike Vrabel, they did really, really well. They made it to a couple of AFC divisionals and whatnot, but just wasn't good enough to win on the offensive side of the ball there either. Until he ended up
he had Ryan Tannehill. That's why.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because
exactly.
a defensive-minded coach will settle with Ryan Tannehill.
My question is for Robert Saleh. Do you not see how similar this situation is that you're walking into is to the Jets? It seems the same thing.
I think Saleh he knows this. It's hard to be a head coach in the National Football League. He's still only maybe 44 years of age.
Yeah.
So he's like, oh, snap. I can go be a coach again? Hell yeah, I've learned from my mistakes. I'll do it. But if you're Saleh, this is a terrible situation for you. Terrible. You're going to a quarterback. You don't know how good he is. He doesn't know how good he is.
Yeah.
The roster, that running back is over the hill now. Played for the Cowboys.
What's it called? Tony Pollard.
Tony Pollard over there now.
Spears maybe, but
wide receivers.
Yeah.
They ain't got nothing.
Calvin Ridley maybe.
No, even Calvin. They ain't got nothing. Their roster's low key as bad as the Raiders. They just got a quarterback to be excited about now.
No, true.
And then you're also in a division that all of a sudden it's good. Jags, Texans, and the Colts. All of a sudden, you're in a division where 3 teams had 8 wins or more. And if the Colts don't lose their quarterback, 3 wins finish the season with 10 wins or more.
Yeah.
I think it's a terrible move for Saleh. I think it's a terrible move for the Titans. 2-5, what I think it is. I think owners are starting to get antsy. Oh, crap. Harbaugh got hired. Jeff Hafley got hired. So-and-so got hired. Yeah. You know what? Let me go get mine before they look around and they're left with a bunch of nobodies.
Okay, Jeff Hafley?
No, you mentioned, we'll get to it. We'll get to, you want to get to Jeff Hafley?
We should. I mean, I guess my last thought is, how many years are you giving Saleh to turn it around?
You have to give him at least 3, in my honest opinion. You have to give him at least 3. First year, I don't expect to be good at all. Second year, hopefully you get some pieces and Cam Ward starts to take that step. The problem is, what about Robert Saleh gives you confidence that he's going to get Cam Ward developed and into a position where he's a playoff contending quarterback? There is nothing.
They had to ask him that in there, though. I'm thinking I'm not trying to be funny, but I'm thinking if I'm the ownership, I did just watch you do the same thing with a high drafted young quarterback, and y'all did nothing.
Yeah.
Good deep, you know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking how did he get past that question? Because it's been asked.
That's a great
he probably
question.
said, I'm gonna bring a gangster offense coordinator here. I'm talking about nice, like Kyle Shanahan nice.
Yeah.
He had to, because I'm thinking if I'm the owner, that's the first question I'm asking.
And there's no answer that he could give.
No.
You know what I mean?
That's funny though.
I saw what you did with Zach Wilson. I saw what you did with Aaron Rodgers. What's going to be different? Let me ask y'all this, because this is probably more important than the Titans. Do the Niners recover from this?
Yeah. Can I be honest? The only thing holding back the Niners is staying healthy. Still. Give me a season that you didn't make the Super Bowl that you were healthy in.
Think about the Niners last year, bro. Think about the defense. Think about the year before with the defense.
I was thinking like a healthy defense this year don't do nothing for them.
Like, bro, Robert Saleh. Remember when D'Amico left and Saleh was gone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Niners were terrible.
Yeah.
That was
They weren't.
I forgot that's who it was. It was some random dude, and then it was Steve Wilkes this past year.
Yeah.
Then Steve Wilkes gets like demoted in the it was awkward. Steve Wilkes had to call me during the season while on the Niners and was like, "Hold on, Ach, let me leave the parking garage. I don't know if this joint tapped in here." Like it was like that. Like, and then we had a private conversation as he was driving home because I said the Niners need to fire Steve Wilkes, and Steve Wilkes put me on game like, "Hey, bruh, it ain't what you think." I can't reveal obviously the privacy of that conversation, but like
bigger than Nino Brown.
we will see, man. We will see. That's breaking news in the Speakeasy, though, people.
No, I mean, we mentioned it a little bit earlier. There's a lot of head coaching vacancies right now. Let's go ahead and talk about the one that got filled earlier today. Jeff Hafley is now head coach of the Miami Dolphins. Guys, he was the defensive coordinator with the Packers this year. Had himself a good time. You know what I mean? They had a solid defense, one of the more talented defenses in the entire National Football League. Also, there is some hints that they might be looking to sign a Malik Willis. He might be coming with him from Green Bay
there,
over
bro.
there.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like the Dolphins hiring Jeff Hafley? Yeah,
I'm gonna say yes. First of all, listen, I was with him at Pitt when he was not no top defensive coordinator. He was not. I think he was like a secondary coach, and I watched the way he prepared them secondary guys. I watched the way he was with them corners and them safeties. Had him watching extra tape on the practice field, getting extra reps. I watched him as a young boy, and it's like nobody knew who he was. You know what I'm saying? He was super cool. He's competitive, great personality, and a lot of the players liked him, even a dude like me on offense. And then you watch him get better, and then he goes from Pitt, he goes to BC, does very, very well, then he goes to the league. So, I'm so happy for him. And I think a lot of the biggest thing why I am because I watched his growth. I watched him as a younger guy help the young dudes out, be big to them in their lives, right? Help them on defense, get better and better and better. Then go to college, do the same thing, and then in the pros, doing the same thing. So super happy for Coach Haf, for sure.
I like it for the Dolphins, and here is why. The Dolphins have historically, under Mike McDaniel, been a soft football team. Their players on the current roster, Jordan Brooks has called them soft. Players on the former roster that left, Deshaun Elliott has called them soft. Close your ears, watch the tape, and you'll see they're soft. So I understand why the Dolphins want to make a hard transition from a soft, pretty brand of football to a punch-you-in-the-face brand of football. And what Jeff Hafley does bring, and what you saw from the Packers defense, Edgerrin Cooper, Quay Walker, is people that are willing to punch you in the face. And not only are they willing to punch you in the face, the archetype of Jeff Hafley's roster is what the Dolphins need. Players are a reflection of their coach. Players are a reflection of their coach. Let me talk to y'all. Mike McDaniel, he's a smart, brainiac, quick-witted guy. Jalen Waddle, quick, small, undersized, but fast. Tyreek Hill, quick, small, undersized, fast. Devon Achane, quick, small, undersized, but fast. What's Mike McDaniel? A small, little guy.
Oh, wow.
Think about it. Players are a reflection of their coach. Jeff Hafley, he on that tough stuff. Xavier McKinney, tough safety. Finna smack you. Quay Walker, finna smack you. Edgerrin Cooper, finna smack you.
Yeah.
Micah Parsons, dog. Like, players are a reflection of their coach. Mike McDaniel acquired a roster of small, fast guys. Even the linebacker, Jordan Brooks, voted him for All-Pro, really good player, small, undersized guy. Dolphins got to get away from that. D tackles, old school. Christian Wilkins, small, undersized guy. I understand he wasn't there last year, but like small, undersized guy. Even the super tough guys, Jalen Ramsey, you can go. You know what I mean? Like the tough guys, man, you can go. So like, I like that the Dolphins brought in what they needed. But what the hell are they finna do a quarterback?
No, that's exactly how I feel about it. And also, I do agree. Like, I mean, you could tell by his G.I. Joe ass haircut that he cares about toughness. Like you really, he definitely, like, they swing that blade just like this. And it cuts his hair just like even. But I think that what you said at the end, though, Acho, is my thing, right? What are you going to do with the quarterback position? What are you going to do?
Yep.
What are you going to do on the offensive side of the ball at all? And I think the Dolphins were in a position where, like, hey, we have already made the most outlandish offensive innovator hire that we've seen. We can't go back and do it again. And I think that's honestly the philosophy that they had going into this. Oh, we need to toughen up. We need someone that's really just a hard-nosed football coach. But at the end of the day, the league is kind of being dominated right now by the innovators. It has been.
Yeah.
It just has been. So, like, I agree. That's what this that's what this team needs at the time. But once again, his success or failure will be completely dependent on whether he can make a competent offensive coaching hire and if that offensive coordinator stays and develops whatever quarterback they have. They're already off Tua. They want someone young. Is it Quinn Ewers? Who are you bringing in to develop him?
I just think 2-5, Kieran, y'all at home, wherever y'all watching, I just think this is a major overcorrection. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You know, after you date the woman that's young, wild, and free, you met her at the club, maybe you met her in Magic City. Then you overcorrect.
Shaking that CJ Stroud.
Right? Then you go.
You can meet them at church too, though.
But then you go meet the one at church. You like, you know what? Let me find her a small group. Because the one at Magic City, nah. Let me go to small group and let me find her in my Philippians 4:13 Bible study.
Let me go to Run Club.
You know what I mean? Like,
Let me get a fresh haircut, walk around the Target.
Then you overcorrect.
Let me drink a matcha across my legs. You know what I mean?
Matcha?
Yeah, no, yeah.
Like
That's what the ladies like now.
That's what I think the Dolphins are doing. Is like they went to Magic City.
Yeah.
They found him Mike McDaniel. Young, out there, brainiac, smart, you know, the sexy coach from Kyle Shanahan's tree. And that's like, you know what? Forget the brainiac.
Let me go to Barnes and Noble.
Bingo.
Yeah. Let me search the feminist literature section
And then try to find it there. It's just like, what has Jeff Hafley done in his coaching career, Boston College or otherwise, to lead you to believe like, hell yeah, this is a coach that's going to outduel D'Amico Ryans. Like, this is a coach that's going to outduel Liam Cohen.
This is the coach that I need to win the division with Josh Allen and Drake May.
Because high key, you could say the Packers defense underachieved. All them dogs over there, maybe the best inside linebacking core in football. Micah Parsons for 13 games.
They had a lot of games where the offense just shut the bed.
That's true.
Yeah.
Crazy.
That's true.
A lot.
But like
I
Packers
agree.
should have had a top 5 defense in football.
Yeah.
Didn't. You know what I mean? Like, what happened, bro? If it's gonna take us off topic,
we saw a comment. So he said he got the stop resisting ass cut.
Oh my gosh, bro.
The stop resisting cut
That
is crazy.
Crazy, bro.
wait, hold on, I gotta see him.
He got, bro. Let's pull up the picture.
Pull up the picture, bro.
of Jeff
Or
Hafley.
take the 3
But
shots.
I'm not gonna lie.
Oh my god.
He definitely has a. Son, your windows are a little too tinted, brother.
Yeah.
He
He definitely has. Are there any drugs or weapons on you that I need to know about before I search you?
Yeah.
He's
He
definitely got that. Now, Shady, you talk about people being cops. This is a narc.
Hey, man.
If I've ever seen one.
That's as military as it gets, brother. That one right there, brother.
I don't care how he look. Or he cool as hell though.
Yeah, he coach. And he cool, yeah.
And listen, and you can tell he hung out with brothers.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Don't let that haircut
now
in.
look,
Yeah, I don't think you coach Quay Walker, Andrew
is
Cooper,
wild.
and
That's
whatnot.
facts.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Miami gonna change that haircut quick though. South Beach.
Yeah, it might.
All it's going to take is one stripper palm to rub across that and say, I think maybe if you change this.
One day out on the boats, man. It'll be a change man coming back.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was crazy.
Y'all in the chat is wild,
Hilarious.
bro.
Yeah,
that
that
wasn't even
was-
our resident comedian.
No, it was just a regular chat. I could not bust out laughing at it. Bro.
Yeah, that was
it
crazy.
Was Crash Nebula is the one that
Shout out to
said
Crash
stop
Nebula.
resisting
Yeah,
that.
that was funny.
They a freaking
Dog,
viewer.
that
Hey,
is funny.
which actually leads me, if I can, just for a quick
Please,
second.
go ahead.
So I put a poll in the chat. Shout out to our guy Taylor in the back. That maybe we need a staple name for our Speakeasy family members, right?
yeah.
So I put a poll in the chat, and the winning name that they have right now, they want to be called regulars, which is dope. Like for the Speakeasy
like
thing,
for the
like they're the
Speakeasy, yeah,
regulars.
like
So
the
shout out to the
regulars.
regulars.
Oh, okay,
I like
that's
that.
42%. So that was one of our regulars.
Yep. Shout
Okay.
out to the
Yeah.
regulars.
That gave us the resist and arrest haircut,
kinda
comment. So
Okay.
I like that. Shout out to the regulars.
I like
Yeah.
that, man. Keeping it pushing. We got to talk about some of these other NFL coaching jobs. 10 openings during this offseason 4 of them have now been filled. Robert Saleh, John Harbaugh, Kevin Stefanski, Jeff Hafley all going to new spots. The Bills, Steelers, Ravens, Browns, Cardinals, and Raiders all still have coaching vacancies. And if you didn't notice, there is something interesting here. These 2 quarterbacks right here, arguably the 2 best in the entire game, not named Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, and Josh Allen, do not have coaches right now. So the question to you guys is, if you're a head coach, on the open market, looking for a new spot, who would you rather coach, Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson?
That's a hard-ass question.
Mm-hmm.
You want to let Trey go first so it's easy on him?
I'll say it like this. If I'm a defensive coach, I want to coach them Ravens. They got some dogs over there. If I'm an offensive coach, I got to coach Josh Allen. If I'm a defensive coach, man, let me coach Kyle Hamilton. Let me see what I can get out of Roquan Smith before it's too late. Let me get Malachi Starks. Nate Wiggins? Yeah, give me that bunch. I need that bunch. But if I'm an offensive coach, you're telling me I can coach maybe the most physically gifted quarterback in the history of the game of football? Mm-hmm. That's a no-brainer. But all in all, neutral answer. Let me not straddle the fence so I don't rip my clothes.
I was about to make you.
Yeah, let me not straddle the fence. I'm coaching the Bills. Number 1, Josh Allen. That is a team, that is an organization that historically knows how to win that division. But Shady, as I'm talking, bro, I'm like, Acho, you sound stupid because Drake May in that joint now. And the Patriots not going nowhere. AFC, Browns ain't got a Q. Bengals ain't made the playoffs in 3 years, and the Steelers ain't got a Q. Man, you talk to me, bro.
But he didn't pick one.
I said the Bills, but then I said I think I sound dumb.
Oh, okay.
So you sat on so you got off the fence and you went right back.
I went to the outside the fence.
You started sitting on the game.
I'm trying to figure out. You say not the
Bills. I said the Bills, but I hate my answer.
Away from the fence.
Yeah.
I'm going with Josh. I think Josh is a better player. I think Josh is a better quarterback. I think when I watch these 2 play, I think they both affect the game tremendously, right? Probably Lamar is obviously a lot more. Well, he's more athletic. But I challenge you this way. Josh, okay, is it a bigger gap from Josh running from like Lamar, because Lamar runs better than Josh, compared to Lamar? Is it a big gap from Lamar throwing to Josh? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I think I would go more to the Lamar throwing, probably better than Josh, because I think it's closer gap with Josh running
than it is with throwing the football.
The styles are different, but if you really watch the way Josh can run, you know what I'm saying? But throwing, I think it's a bigger gap from Lamar throwing as well as Josh. So I would go Josh. It's super close though. I mean, if you gave me Lamar Jackson, I'm happy. If you give me Josh, I'm happy. Like, you can't go wrong with this answer. But if I had to pick, I think I would take Josh Allen.
I think it's relatively easy. If it's just the 2 quarterbacks that I'm having a conversation about, I'm going with Josh Allen. Mm-hmm. If it's the 2 teams that we're talking about, I'm going with the Ravens. I want a team that, okay, I can work with this offense. I have tools. I have Derrick Henry. I have Lamar Jackson. I have some talented wide receivers. I have a good offensive line. And on the defensive side of the ball, I got Roquan Smith. I got Matabike coming back next year healthy. I got Kyle Hamilton, one of the best safeties in the entire NFL. Roster-wise, it's not even a competition. Now, what you said, though, Josh Allen does make that big of a difference for me that you sit there and you debate. Because I think one of these guys is going to be Peyton Manning of this era, and one of these guys is going to be Phillip Rivers of this era. I don't think both of these guys get a ring before it's all said and done. I think one of them do.
Nah, I think one of them do. They both get a chip. But I also think about, like, even though the Steelers don't have a head coach or a quarterback, when have the Steelers just been a bad organization? They're going to figure a way to figure that out, right, and be competitive. I look at the Bengals. Say what you want. Joe Burrow is still there, and Jamar Chase is still there. And I think they will get back to the playoffs and be a competitive division. On the other side, it's been how often have you seen the Jets be competitive? No matter who the coach or the quarterback is. Okay, and then who's the last one there?
It was the
Bills, Jets.
The Cardinals.
No, it's the Bills, Jets.
Oh, you're talking about in that division?
Jets,
sorry, my fault. You got Bills, Jets, Dolphins, right? And Patriots. Yeah,
Dolphins, they be up and down. I don't know what's gonna happen over there, but I want to bet that the Steelers and the Bengals figure it out and be a better, more competitive team than the Dolphins and Jets.
But the kicker to 5 is we've seen the Patriots own a division for 2 decades. Like,
Josh is gonna let that go down. Like we say that now. The Bills won this thing 7 times in a row.
Yeah, at least 6.
Six times in a row.
6. Yeah.
So you know what I mean? Like I hear what we're doing because we blown away by this year. and Drake May has arrived. But let's keep in mind, the Bills have won it 6 years straight. It's hard as win it 7 years straight. Like, eventually you're going to lose one.
Yeah.
You know
but
what
think about this, though. The Patriots, I don't know how they can get worse. Like, the roster can only get better. Yep. It's not like if the Patriots lose one player, we're not going to be like, oh, my God, they lost. There's no player that the Patriots can lose where we'll be like, they're not. Patriots can only get worse or better. Drake May can only get better. So, like, if you go coach this old and injured Bills defense, you got a lot of holes there. Yep. Bernard stay hurt. Milano stay hurt. He getting older. Poyer stay hurt. You know what I mean? Shout out to Tre'Davious White, young bull. He's had a resurgence the last year and a half. But, like, nobody on that Bills defense is
Josh Allen.
Yeah.
He showed us last year. Not this year, last year. That I don't care who I got over here. We're going to be competitive. You know what I'm saying? Just think about that. So I think the Bills can only go up too. And another thing, there may be injuries next year with the Patriots. And what if they just miss on a draft pick or two or free agent? It happens.
Here's the last thing I'll say though regarding this conversation. I don't think it's unfair to say like the Ravens still have a top 5 roster in football. If you're a coach and you have the ability to coach a top 4-5 quarterback, a top 5 safety, a top 10-5 linebacker, like a top 5 running back.
Yeah.
Like you're a coach and you're telling me, wait, I got Derrick Henry, I still got Zay Flowers, I got Lamar Jackson, I got Roquan, I got Kyle Hamilton, I got Starks, I got Nate Wiggins.
Yep.
Bro, you know if you're a quality coach, you know what you can do with that? These are dudes you don't find in the draft. You can't just find Kyle Hamilton's growing on trees.
You can't find Roquan Smith or Lamar Jackson's.
No.
Yeah, you can't find those
You
guys.
can't find Derrick Henry's.
Nope.
And you telling me I can go coach that? Come on, bro.
That do sound good though.
So are you recanting your original position? You go
Yeah,
to
you
Lamar?
sound convinced now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would rather coach Josh Allen. To answer the question straightforward, I'd rather coach Josh Allen. But I would rather coach the head coach of the Ravens.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'd rather be the coach of the Ravens, for sure.
No, I agree with that. You want to hit some super chats?
We get some super chats.
Okay,
because they'll get on my head if I don't read them. So let me get to these real quick. The Donathan said, first, congrats to Social Trade for the big win. Mendoza did his job tonight and it's well deserved. Second, do you guys think that Robert Saleh should have learned from Kyle Shanahan to make a difference in Tennessee? We did hit on that, but
Yeah, we did. Now, you can only learn so much as a defensive coordinator. Like, Saleh will never understand the depths of offense that an offensive mind does. Yeah. It's just impossible, but I'm sure he's learned.
Yep. I also have some more super chats. I got one from Social Troy.
Hey, Social Troy in the
Shout
building.
out to Social Troy. He said, shout out to my favorite IU alum. That's me, in case you didn't know. He said, I'm happy for you, but I still hate IU. He's my biggest fan and my biggest hater. He went to Ball State, but he's a UK fan. Yeah, so arch nemesis there. My dog Austin Dye says Social Trade thinks he's Easy E LMAO. Shout out to the Hoosiers. And he said the Big Ten is the best conference in college football right now. I don't think you can argue that.
Top end, you can't argue. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I don't think you can argue that.
I don't
you
can't.
can't.
The top 3, I think.
Top three. The top of that division is
Shout
better
out to
than
the Big Ten, man.
I want to argue it badly.
But
You can't.
Z-Man956 said, just want to say what's up. Been watching Acho since he was on Speak for Yourself. This show is the bomb.
Hey. We just say that other show.
Well,
This your
technically,
first day here?
but there's more than one other. So he wanted to specify that.
You say, I've been watching Gacho since he was at that other show on that other network.
Oh, okay. On that. Other.
There you
No.
go.
Yeah. Come on now.
Did you just get here?
What's going on, Trey? He went to Natty and he started acting different, bro.
Maybe it's the liquor talking. I don't know.
What's happening?
He said this show is bomb, and Shady can't believe you folded on her. Shaking my head. You're supposed to ride till the wheels fall off. That is a pause. He was a Super Bowl MVP. Wow.
Bro, I was on my stream today playing this game, and all these fans act like I'm shitting on them. I'm like, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, we got this soft nowadays where you can't critique or say anything about anybody.
Yeah.
Bro, do I love Jalen Hurts? Yeah, I love Jalen Hurts as my quarterback. I do love him as my quarterback, but he can be better.
Yeah.
Right? Like we all have a job to do. And last year we were phenomenal running the ball, but we did not throw the ball well last year.
Right.
And then when they asked the receivers about the offense, he says the passing game. I mean, the dude's reading books on the sideline. So it's not like I'm saying anything that's like, oh my God.
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he can be better. He can do more.
That was music to my ears, man.
That's all I'm saying. And it's like, you can't even say that. Like if a dude is getting beat as a cornerback or a dude don't want to tackle or somebody's fumbling the ball, you can speak about it. Yeah. Listen, they're my team too. So I want Jalen Hurts to do good so the team can do good.
Yeah. You want the best for the team, and sometimes that's criticizing your best players. There's nothing wrong with that.
Like, no.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. And keeping it a buck.
My
that's
been
the thing.
crazy. Like, all these Eagle fans.
Yeah.
I can't believe you. I'm like, huh?
Yeah. Because the alternative is to just get up and lie and say some BS, which we know you don't do because you keep it real. Yeah, you keep it real. So
there's some games. There's some games where I had to hold it in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's fair.
That's fair.
You still got your drink though? You still drinking?
I mean, it's I could use a refill. You want?
Oh, we do another one?
Oh, see, you sound like you about to tap out.
No.
Oh, okay, bet.
Yeah, I'm celebrating with you.
That's my dog. That's my dog.
This shit's strong.
It is a little strong. V Horton 5150 said Deion Sanders started recruiting out of the portal. The difference between Colorado and Indiana is the alumni that give money. Mark Cuban gave Indiana a significant amount of money to help that offensive line. Yeah, money talks.
Money does.
Shout out to Vic Damone.
Yeah, Mark Cuban been giving that bread.
No, but he didn't get all that big money last year. His first year there.
I think he's giving it since the NIL opened
his first year there. I don't think he got that money like that. Who they paid? Some dudes from James Madison.
JMU.
You get them dudes 2 cleats and a glove. They coming.
Not 2 gloves, 1 glove.
James Madison. They get 2. Look, and we go,
2 cleats and 1
and we gonna clean your clothes.
2 cleats and 1 glove.
Yeah, nah. He also said he wasn't donating like that before. He said now we're winning. Yeah, of course.
Care Bear,
brother, you won a national championship. See, this is the problem.
I don't have a chauffeur like Shady. Okay, I can't. This is
why we gotta stop letting teams north of the Mason-Dixon win natties, bro. I would be done with this entire bottle if we won a damn natty.
You also 6'3", 2-something, brother. Listen, come on, man.
Not 2-something.
You said you lost 10 pounds in the last.
I have.
Okay,
we still up there. Yeah,
okay, well, that's cool.
But no, hey, we're down 9.
Listen, you just told me it was 6.
Sorry, in 9.
Now it's 9?
Bro, it's 9 in 5 days of clean eating, bro. Just bloat. Just getting it all there.
Y'all never win no championship. Texas, it's over with.
What's the next super chat?
Next super chat I got is from Deploy Code. Said Raiders should chase and sign Malik Willis, trade first pick to desperate Jets who have to die. Head coaching / GM for both first round picks in 2026 and Breece Hall. Use those picks for the offense.
Malik Willis, listen.
You high on Malik Willis.
Man, yes, bro. He developed. He's real bad. Now he like nice.
Yeah.
And he don't even get better. Bro, nice, bro.
Yeah.
He nice.
Last 2 I got here. One is from KB. Oh, no, KB, we already answered that. I told you that in the chat. He just asked about Saleh to the Titans. He answered that. And we just got a $100 super chat from Travion. 1976 said, there's no way Josh isn't hands down ahead of Lamar at this point. I know Josh will leave it all on the field. Acho, I saw you dropping bars on LinkedIn too with A-Rod.
Oh, appreciate that, bro. Y'all know what it is. You know what I mean? I'll be
LinkedIn? Why the hell are y'all on Acho's LinkedIn?
What is that?
Hey, you know what LinkedIn is?
No, was that like some dating site?
Some dating site. I mean,
it's dating site for business.
It's Facebook. It's Facebook for work. Essentially, it's work Facebook.
Yeah, like if you need to find a job, you be on LinkedIn.
Yeah, I made an account once. I cried the whole time. I was like, that's awesome.
Yeah, you can hire. You can get hired.
Yeah,
off of LinkedIn.
You ever meet someone?
You almost needed to be on there in July.
Yeah. But you ever meet someone that got a little bit of emotion? You look them up on LinkedIn. You gonna see what they really got going on.
That is fact.
That's true.
That is fact.
It's true. You're like, hey, yeah, man, let's definitely hang out this weekend on your boat. I don't even know you, bro.
That's all I got in the super chats. Yeah. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to the regulars.
Shout out to the regulars. Hey, last topic of the day, huh?
All right, yeah, last topic of the day. Let's go ahead and talk about it, man.
Maybe 1 or 2 more.
Yeah, maybe 2 more. Maybe 2 more. But look, we do have to talk about CJ Stroud after that badonkadonk performance out there on Sunday night. That Serena Williams, Cardi B, Kim Kardashian, you know what I mean? Type performance out there.
Like voluptuous. The whole Columbia.
You know yeah, all the Columbia, the DR, the Magic City parking lot. You guys know what it is. CJ Stroud stunk. It was really, really bad. There was some audio that we have here, though, for you. Dan Orlovsky this morning had this take. And I'll let you guys
dropped the news,
if you're Houston, you win that game with 31 other quarterbacks. And it's unfortunate.
With Jarrett Stidham?
And any other quarterback. I mean, it's unfortunate that we don't get this defense not only in the AFC title game, but then more than likely in the Super Bowl if they win that game yesterday.
Do you guys think we're taking the hatred on C.J. Stroud a little too far?
I can't believe he just said that. That was crazy.
Why you say that?
I'm not saying like some things that some people like.
I think you don't like. I think you wouldn't mind the message if it was coming from a different message.
Because I'd have been on a set like, could you? No, but I get what he's saying. I get what he's saying.
I mean, I think
Man, this dude did have that safety.
He was
where he just ran out of bounds.
Oh man, like I was like, you did that. Like
Stroud was awful. Awful. He was awful. 31 other quarterbacks aren't winning that game, though. No Jets quarterback is winning that football game, period. No Commanders quarterback after Jaden Daniels got hurt is winning that game. No Raiders quarterback is winning that game. So, like, no, 31 other quarterbacks aren't winning that game because we're also assuming C.J. Stroud would have played better. And then, obviously, if C.J. Stroud didn't play better, then Justin Herbert's not winning that game, just from what we've seen of him in the playoffs. Are we taking it too far with Stroud? No. I think that was too far. I think Dan Orlovsky, that statement was too far. 31 other quarterbacks are not winning that game. But are we taking it too far? Hell no, bro. C.J. Stroud was terrible. And so many people have commented like, yo, Acho, why aren't you giving the Patriots more praise? Go watch the game film that I put out. It's on our YouTube channel. C.J. Stroud's turnovers weren't like great defensive plays by the Patriots. They were just like, Stroud, what are you doing? Like, is somebody paying you, not named the Texans? C.J. Stroud, it was truly, truly awful. I didn't even like what Ryan Clark said. Pull up what Ryan Clark said about it. I didn't like what Ryan Clark said, like, you know, C.J. Stroud is still the guy. Anybody questioning C.J. Stroud? No, every question of C.J. Stroud is a fair question at this point in time. Show this tweet. Scroll it up. I don't even care about the sound. It's more so just.
I'll read it. He says, CJ Stroud is my little bro. I love him. He had an awful outing yesterday, but missed me with questioning his future. I believe his play cost the Texans defense a historic playoff run, but people are forgetting he's gotten the Texans to 3 divisional rounds 3 years straight.
Pause. Y'all know how I feel about quarterback wins. But to say C.J. Stroud got the Texans to the divisional round is a blatant lie.
Getting real.
It's a blatant lie. Like, Davis Mills started like 5 games this year, of which I think the Texans went undefeated in those 4 starts or something like that. C.J. Stroud, you had 4 or so turnovers in the first round of the playoffs versus the Steelers. The Texans defense got 2 turnovers for touchdowns. The Texans defense outscored the Steelers offense. So, like, to say C.J. Stroud got the Texans to the divisional round, it's a lie. Furthermore, any question of C.J. Stroud's future is absolutely merited. Because I was looking at the Texans free agents today, Shady. They're not losing anybody on defense, thankfully. So if you get to bring back Danielle Hunter and Jalen Petrie and Kalen Bullock and Kamari Lassiter and Derek Stingley and Will Anderson, do you want to run that back knowing C.J. Stroud is at the helm? It is an absolutely, absolutely fair question. And stop drawing but what abouts. I hate but what aboutism. But what about Justin Herbert? Nobody questions him. Question him too. Difference is Herbert has already been paid $262 million contractually. So you're not allowed to question him anymore because he's already the guy. But why don't we question them other cats too? But questioning C.J. Stroud's future, it is absolutely merited, 2-5.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what Ryan talking about. Like, that game was hard to watch. And if you like C.J. Stroud, it was even harder to watch. I think C.J. is I can't even say that no more.
What you was going to say?
I would say he's a solid quarterback. But these last 2 years, I cannot watch his tape and watch the way he plays and say, you know what, I feel comfortable with this Texans team going somewhere far next year with him as quarterback. It's like, what else do you need? Bro, you got that awesome defense. They kept him in the game. And that wasn't enough. And I'm thinking about going forward. If I'm D'Amico Ryans and I watch how a guy like Sean McDermott can do a lot of great things, but not the greatest thing, and win a championship, and he got fired. And he got Josh Allen. You got to start thinking about, his future as a head coach. All these coaches we keep getting fired. You know what I'm saying?
No,
you got to think about that. No. And if I'm an owner, I'm thinking, if I see that performance in back-to-back playoff games, do I feel comfortable going with C.J. Stroud next year to lead my team? And another thing is, I always think about, like, we have a great defense or offense. They won't always be there forever. I had a conversation with Brent Saleh today. We were just talking about some stuff and talking about the team. And we're like, man, we got to squeeze another championship, for the Eagles because the defensive guys haven't even got paid yet. And that's going to come. And we won't have that great defense we have. You get what I'm saying? You look at the freaking Texans. I mean, God.
Yeah.
So, no, I do not think C.J. Stroud is the guy for the future. And it's not this game or the last 2 playoff performances. It was all last year, too.
Yeah. That's the reason Shady's making such a good point is
at the point in which we're questioning whether or not you should be benched during the biggest game of the season, we have to question your future.
Absolutely.
Like, that's something you think about in college, right? Jalen Hurts gets benched for Tua Tagovailoa in the national championship game. That happens in college. The next year, Jalen comes in to replace Tua in the SEC championship game. That's a college thing. Quinn Ewers gets pulled for Arch Manning versus Georgia. It's a college thing. I'm not benching my quarterback or even people talking about it in an NFL game unless I'm questioning his future. And that's how bad it was for CJ Stroud. And like Shady said, this is not a rash decision or a rash conversation. CJ Stroud has been suspect for 2 years in a row. And like CJ Stroud he's holding the team back.
Yeah.
Like if you had to say what's the weak link of the Houston Texans, it's CJ Stroud. CJ Stroud ain't making he hasn't made game-winning plays. He's holding CJ Stroud and Nico Collins' inability to stay healthy. That's holding the team back.
Yeah, on your wins or a quarterback stat argument, I think it has some just merit because we see quarterbacks in this league have to go out there and put the team on their back, and they are the complete difference on their team. But we also have seen, look, whenever you have a good, solid squad, the one person that can hold them back is the quarterback.
Yeah.
And right now, CJ Stroud is holding one of the best teams in the entire NFL back. Just point blank, period. He is. That was one of the best teams in the National Football League this year. And him not being just subpar, him being an abomination of football is what you called him yesterday. Him being that bad is what held them back. And also, it's 100% merited. The slander or the conversations that we're having about him and his future. Bro, I mean, even with Ryan Clark's tweet, brother, saying that the man needs to do some soul searching after playoff game where your defense forced 5 turnovers, are you crazy?
But here's my thing.
What are we talking about?
Pull up the tweet again. Y'all read the second paragraph. Read the
Yeah, no, he said the Patriots defense is on a heater. Where was all of this talk about the quarterback's future when they dominated Justin Herbert last week? CJ has some soul searching. He needs to progress, but he's the Texans guy. It's all about adding value going forward.
Here's my thing. If you got to do some soul searching, then I don't think you can say somebody has to do soul searching and it's for sure the guy. Like, that's a homeboy take. And I know a homeboy take when I see it. I'm not mad at a homeboy take. I every now and then give homeboy takes too. If you start someone off with so-and-so's my little bro, well, of course you need to make sure he gets paid. Like, Ryan Clark gave a homeboy take. The homeboy take is, I'm going to protect my homeboy. But the fact of the matter is, like, if you telling him to do some soul searching and to say he's 100% the Texans guy, then you just don't care about the Texans that much. You care more about CJ Stroud than you do the Texans, which is a homeboy take. You know what I mean? Like, if you're not willing to say the Texans have to consider what to do at quarterback, not saying they need to move off of Stroud, but you have to at least consider, what are we going to do? And do we have a capable backup?
And my thing is, like, when you're the head coach and you watch this game with the GM, what do y'all say to each other? Because I heard you after the game, right? And I know D'Amico Ryans, he a team first guy. Yeah. So you're going to speak up for your players. But when all the emotions is out, right, and the relationship with you and CJ, you know, you put that to the side, and now you got to put the coach's hat on and the coach's whistle, and you go watch tape with you and your offensive coordinator, and let's say you watch it with your GM. Let's say you watch it with the owner as well.
Talk about it.
What are we talking about? We're not saying, damn, that's just one game, because we're going to watch the last game before that and look the same way. There's no way that if you're confident and you're trying to sell, even I'm a fan, it's hard for me to sell a fan on the future of the Texans when you watch these performances from CJ Stroud these last 2 years, let alone these last 2 playoff games. And the worst thing about this whole thing, people want not understand, this is the life of an NFL player. You can be hot one day, you can be cold tomorrow. He can be your favorite player today, and tomorrow he's not. And I think we're having that conversation when you talk about the Ryan Clark, what he said, and different people talking. It's like, yo, yeah, we like CJ because he's a likable dude. He's a great role model. The thing he talks about, and his rookie year, he was phenomenal.
And we said that.
And we said that. And we love that.
Yes,
and we still feel that. But now we got to change our mind because
the tape has changed.
A person that we're really friends with said, yo, sometimes you got to update your information. And when you update his information on this brother, it's telling you that, yo, we got to look in a different direction to get another quarterback. That's the truth, bro. And I like CJ Stroud.
That is
Yeah,
true.
and to me, I think we do have to have that conversation.
And he's a brother, so I'm gonna take it a little easy because he's a brother. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's also tough whenever Davis Mills comes in and he goes 4-1 in his 5 starts.
Yeah.
And those 5 games that he had to play against were actually against stiffer competition than CJ Stroud did.
Yeah.
And CJ Stroud, even though like he won games as well, he was 9-5 as a starter this season, and 2 of those games he ended up having to leave because Davis Mills he got hurt. But brother, I mean, Davis Mills went out there against Jacksonville, they beat them. Went out there against Buffalo, they beat them. Went out there against the Colts whenever the Colts were past their prime at that point. But like he's had himself good games as well. So I think with CJ, it's got to be a real conversation about what his future looks like and whether he's the face of the franchise. At quarterback, it just moves that fast. But that has been the show. It has been an amazing show today. Trey, ready to. I mean, I know the nonchalant character is going to stop as soon as it's over, but he's feeling easy E right now. I guess it's.
They calling me Easy T in the super. I mean, in the chat, they call me Easy T.
We got any more super chats before we get up out
We
of here?
do have a couple more super chats.
Talk to
We'll
me,
close
Trey.
out the show. Central Cast, our guy Josiah said, no Care Bear. Last year with Nick Sorensen as the Niners DC was trash, complete and utter garbage, literally a hair damn hire.
Truly.
He was the reason the Niners went 6-11.
Bingo.
He couldn't get a defensive stop.
Yeah.
Stupidian 8984 said, do you believe that Bryce Young is better than CJ Stroud? And if Bryce Young was on the Texans, if they would have won that game? I think he was trying to say
I can't
yeah.
say
That conversation is so weird.
But the game would have been closer.
Yeah.
CJ Stroud was just giving that shit away. I'm like,
Yeah.
you can't keep just giving up picks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't keep doing that.
Bryce has never looked that frazzled.
Yeah, that looked bad, bro.
Like
That looked bad,
Bryce
man.
has never. Bryce eventually would have like woken up and be like, "Yo, what the hell going on here?"
Yeah.
CJ just looked. Oh,
I'd say that's a very interesting conversation because through 1.5 years, you would have said C.J. Stroud was 100% better. Mm-hmm. And now, they've both been in the league 3 years. The second year and a half, you'd say Bryce is coming up.
yep.
Yeah, it's closing that gap or getting better. So, I don't know. It's interesting conversation to
Fair
have. Neither of them, I think, are like Super Bowl winning quarterbacks or anything like that. But I think they're
which is
they're
crazy because like Stroud, you're 8 quarters away from a Super Bowl.
And at least the Bryce, like, Bryce ain't playing with them dudes over there in Houston. Like, them dudes just,
good. Yeah.
damn.
Yeah.
Like, golly.
I got a couple more to get to real quick. I'm going to close the show out with a funny one. But for right now, we got Deploy Cole said Ohio State quarterbacks belong on the bench in the NFL.
Yo, hold up. Time out.
You don't want Shady
Who said that?
That was Deploy Code.
Listen, I want you to ask Acho. Well, I guess you can't ask, but I'm going to ask Acho, yo, what did I say about quarterbacks from Ohio State?
Ohio State quarterbacks always sorry in the league.
They all are.
I say, yo, they always are all world and college. All world. I'm like, damn, he nice. You put him in the pros, put the NFL helmet on the logo on him, be regular.
Yeah.
And I was like, CJ Stroud was the first good quarterback
CJ was
ever
one.
from Ohio State to play
That
in
you
the league.
believed in.
Gotta take it back.
Yeah.
Gotta take it back.
Damn. Joseph said, shout out to Will Anderson Jr. for having arguably the most dominant defensive performance in a playoff game since Von Miller in Super Bowl 50. He should be in the top 5 in the NFL top 100 players.
I agree with that.
Top 5.
Here's just crazy though.
Top 5?
Top 5 in the top
Really?
100.
He up there.
Yep.
He up there, bro.
Well, here's what run me hot.
He's not
though.
in the top 5 in the
What
league.
What runs me hot is this though. Daniil Hunter had nearly the same performance, and nobody talks about
Oh,
it.
yeah, that's true. That's true.
Daniil Hunter had 2 sacks, like 2 forced fumbles.
Yeah.
They was
Will
wrong.
Anderson had 3 sacks,
Yeah.
2
2
forced fumbles. And everybody's like,
why does everyone hate Daniil Hunter, bro?
Bro, it's the craziest thing. Everybody's
Daniil
like, that's
Hunter
the craziest
statistically
game.
had a better season than Will Anderson did this year, and Will got the first team All-Pro. Daniil got the
Bro,
second.
it's like, do y'all not, like, it's, anyway.
They
Because
nice.
Will's a dog,
They
too.
both
Yeah.
nice, though.
Yeah,
They're both
Will-
crazy.
Will nice, though, but top 5 is, that's a little stretch, don't you think? Top 5? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5?
Top 20.
Yeah, thank you.
we go.
Because he's nice, though. He deserves that.
Yeah.
Hey,
let me run through it.
listen, the regulars think they slick. They trying to send in these $50 since they know I'm reading right now. Christopher
Okay.
Robinson said, what's up, guys? Acho needs to be a defensive coordinator. Go to Washington, show Dan Quinn how it's done. LOL.
G, bruh. Hey, I told y'all I wanted to be a defensive coordinator. All I wanted in college and when I went to the pros, like, I'm going to retire one day. I'm going to be a DC. I went to Cleveland. Y'all can look this up. The tight end coach my rookie year in Cleveland had been on 17 teams in 19 years. Yeah. And the moment he said that, I was like, I will never coach.
But why we can't say he's just an ass coach? Like, his teams would be ass.
And that's why he gets
That is
shit
true.
here
You
and
are
there.
in Cleveland.
Hey, listen, I don't need anybody lobbying for Acho to go anywhere but to speak because I can't. I'm not gonna have a job on the NFL staff if he goes.
I'm just saying.
I need this gig.
Social.
Yeah. Oh, for the you. So you okay?
But if I'm a coordinator, I ain't got that.
You don't got that type of pool. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if you can.
I'm gonna come here with a turtleneck, a box cut, and some glasses, and I'm gonna be like, "This is why Emmanuel Acho's defense is terrible." Let's take a look at this.
Hey, that's great. We got another $50 from Travion 1976 said the reserves. Acho, what happens with Hurts or Lamar on the Bills this weekend?
What happens
with Hurts or Lamar on the Bills this weekend? I guess he's saying if
Hurts or Lamar were on the Bills. You know what? People do say, Shady, that we took it too easy on Josh.
Yeah.
Like if it was Lamar, blah 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 blah.
Yeah, it
blah.
would have been. Yeah.
Like people do say that. I mean, I went hard at Josh. I said it was Josh's fault. I said so.
I'm sorry, did I take it easy on Josh? How? I just spoke what I seen.
People say, you know what I mean, like Josh needs.
I mean,
more
but
help,
like
blah, blah.
I argue that like he played bad, and then he found a way to start playing good. That's what football's about. Lamar played bad in the first half. The second half, he turned it away on. That's what you want. Mm-hmm. That's what the NFL is all about. It ain't gonna all just be clean. That's not real football. Bo Nix, they won the game, but he had a big pivotal.
Throw at the end.
Yeah, touchdown. Yeah, he did a great.
No. But the pick he threw, that could have been bad for him.
Mm-hmm.
But they just went. You know what I'm saying? Like there's plays and games that's bad. But I feel like the catch, that's what changed the whole thing from the Josh Allen stuff. Played bad, started playing good, but then that catch was supposed to be a catch. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And if you got the catch, then you hit the field and you win the game. It's like, yo, I had a terrible game, but I found a way to win. Yeah. That's what football's about.
I also think regarding the Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Jalen Hurts conversation, Josh just has earned so much more equity.
Come on, man.
And based off his performances in the playoffs from analysts.
Yeah. I hate when people act like their eyes don't work, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a dude could just be carried to the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh my God. But it's
I hate that people ignore that, though.
Yeah, like.
Because now there's genuine rhetoric. Oh, Josh can't get it done in the playoffs. Brother, he's thrown 27 touchdowns and had like 6 picks in his entire playoff career. Yeah. Like what are we talking about? This is the worst game he had.
He do got it, but see, I mean, like I hear your point, and I'm more on your side. But there comes a point where, all right, yo, you do got to get delivered because you are that great. Yeah. You have all these great quarterbacks, like you have to deliver eventually.
Greats deliver.
Yeah.
And that's why Josh.
Eventually, though.
That's why Josh was crying, and that's why the coach is fired.
Yeah.
Because eventually, like.
But I think Lamar and Josh get a chip, though.
I don't think they both do.
I don't think they both do. I think one of them is Peyton Manning of this era, and one of them is
Phillip Rivers.
But like, okay, like so this year's playoffs, it's not gonna look like this again. No real marquee quarterbacks is really in this. Think about it though.
I think
the two
Drake
MVP
May,
leaders. Yeah.
Matthew Stafford.
But next year, Caleb could make it. Like I think. Remember, this
quarterbacks are coming though. This young generation is coming. Yeah.
But it's not about that though. Like I don't care who's coming. Pause. I don't care what Caleb does. I don't think he's gonna be better than Josh. Right? Unless he goes out there and keeps and just does it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say what I think. And then Lamar, them dudes are still great players. I don't care how good they get. Now, if Caleb and them can jump him, like, oh well, wow. Mm-hmm. But they still gonna be there too. Like it don't matter how good Caleb Williams gets. Josh Allen and Lamar are still gonna be around there.
Of course.
That's what I'm saying.
I just think there's more armies to defeat now.
That's cool. That's cool.
You know what I mean? Like now the Broncos are good. They're not going to get much worse. Yeah. Chargers are good. They're not going to get much worse. The Texans are bad as they can get because Stroud played as bad as he can play. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like now Lamar, you got to go through the Texans.
But at their best, I feel more comfortable with Lamar than Herbert. I still feel more comfortable than Lamar and
Stroud.
I mean, God, who else?
Drake May, I don't. No,
Sam Darnold.
They on the same class. They on the same class. Yeah. Like Drake May, Lamar. If he keeps going, they in the same boat.
Not in the playoffs.
But I'm saying the Ravens can beat them and they can beat them. Yeah, they can. The Ravens can beat them and they can beat the Ravens. Come on, man. Come on, yo. We can't do that.
They can, but I'm saying this. Now, Shady, it used to be the Ravens, the Bengals, the Chiefs, the Bills. That was it.
Yeah.
That was the playoffs every year. Now it's all those teams, because all those quarterbacks and teams are still there, but now add the Patriots, now add the Broncos, now add the Chargers, now add the Texans.
Don't add the Chargers.
Chargers been there.
Don't add the Chargers.
Okay, bet.
Yeah, don't add the Chargers. Add the Texans, though.
And then,
and a healthy Colts looking.
All right, man, yeah, we can move on from that.
I can't add the Texans.
You have to.
Not with CJ playing like that. It's the same thing with the Chargers. If I can't trust it with my quarterback team,
I trust. I'm just saying that that's another team that the Ravens now have to go through. They didn't exist before.
Yeah.
That's another team.
I would say the
I don't think so.
Patriots. I would say the Patriots and the Broncos are the two stronger, like of those. Out of those,
Yeah.
though, like
Texas
the two teams that are
got
AFC Championship this year. Like there's two new series contenders.
Last one I got, just because it's some Care Bear slander I want to get out of the show on. Waco Lift said, love the show, boys. Go Hoosiers trade. Where y'all see Trinidad going? I see him in Miami if they get a good OC. Also, why does Care Bear high-key look like Caleb Williams as an offensive lineman? That's a good one. That's a good one. I like that. I like that.
That's a good one.
We got.
I've gotten that before though, like for sure. Yeah. The Caleb Williams one, yeah. Especially when he was like younger, bro. When he was in high school, like I look just like Caleb Williams, bro.
Polar Bear, Iceman, Polar Bear.
Polar Bear is. Yeah, that was a good one.
Polar Bear.
Trinidad Chambliss though. I think he's the most interesting player in this draft. At quarterback, he wanted to come back.
Him in the 4th round.
See, people are going to convince themselves that he's first round talent, though. That's the thing. Yeah, I think people will convince themselves.
The Chiefs need a quarterback.
Yeah,
they need somebody to develop under Pat, or if Pat gets hurt, go draft him in the 4th round. Keep it pushing.
Do we have this picture? Because bro really does look like me when I he's the one comparison I say like bro he does kind of look like me.
That's fair. Yeah, with the haircut.
Like if we pull that one up,
can you
real
pull
quick.
it up or no?
Yeah, no. This is like.
Yeah,
like I could definitely see it. That's the first person I think in the world that I feel like actually does kind of look like me.
Yeah.
Carl Anthony Towns too was a good one though. Shane.
That is a good one. Yeah. Carl Anthony Bear was a good one.
The Carl Anthony.
Ethan, do what you're supposed to do, sir.
Hey, listen, man, national champions, man. You know,
I mean, bro.
You know, it's just what we.
He's just over there being light skinned, talking under his breath. You know, just national champion.
I was letting you cook. I just was kind of ad-libbing. That's.
We got to get up out of here. It's been an amazing show. We appreciate you guys for being in here. We will be back here tomorrow night, 11:15 p.m. Eastern, 10:15 p.m. Central, 8:15 p.m. Pacific. And ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna be back with social trade national champion stuff. I'm sure he's just gonna make this a thing continuously. For Care Bear Kieran, LaShawn Shady McCoy, Emmanuel Acho, national champion Trey, and everyone in the back, make some noise in the back. Hey! We will see you guys next time right here in the Speakeasy.
Peace.